In the city where dreams come alive, Las Vegas lights shining so bright. We're getting high on technology, no surprise. 3D HP, we're taking flight. From the glittering casinos to the desert sun, we're making magic with the things we've done. Laser engraving, carving the way. Resin printing, painting our own, painting our own way. Vegas nights, a 3D delight. We're pushing limits, reaching new heights. 3HP, the city where dreams meet. Las Vegas, where creation is sweet. From the glittering casinos to the desert sun, we're making magic with the things we've done. Laser engraving, resin gray. Laser engraving, carving the way. Resin printing, painting our own, painting our own way. Vegas nights, a 3D delight. We're pushing limits, reaching new heights. 3HP in the city where dreams meet. Las Vegas, where creation is sweet. In the city where dreams come alive, Las Vegas lights shining so bright. We're getting high on technology, no surprise. 3D HP, we're taking flight. From the glittering casinos to the desert sun, we're making magic with the things we've done. Laser engraving, carving the way. Resin printing, painting our own, painting our own way. Vegas nights, a 3D delight. We're pushing limits, reaching new heights. 3HP in the city where dreams meet. Las Vegas, where creation is sweet. From the glittering casinos to the desert sun, we're making magic with the things we've done. Laser engraving, resin gray. Laser engraving, carving the way. Resin printing, painting our own, painting our own way. Vegas nights, a 3D delight. We're pushing limits, reaching new heights. 3HP in the city where dreams meet. Las Vegas, where creation is sweet. In the city where dreams come alive, Las Vegas lights shining so bright. We're getting high on technology, no surprise. 3D HP, we're taking flight. From the glittering casinos to the desert sun, we're making magic with the things we've done. Laser engraving, carving the way. Resin printing, painting our own, painting our own way. Vegas nights, a 3D delight. We're pushing limits, reaching new heights. 3HP in the city where dreams meet. Las Vegas, where creation is the glittering casinos to the desert sun. We're making magic with the things we've done. Laser engraving, resin gray. Laser engraving, carving the way. The resin crazy paint.
Hey, welcome everybody. Welcome. We are live. We're on YouTube. We're on Twitch. Welcome everybody around the world that's joining in. My dog wants a cracker and she wants to bark at me now. Here, Sandy. How is everybody going? Welcome to all the channel members. I see Guy the Jedi, new channel member. Thank you very much, my friend. I really appreciate that. Hope everybody has had a great week. And man, it has flown by. It's been fast. Yeah. Oh, awesome. Mr. Diesel got us filming. Awesome.
Fast hate the words, more like turbocharged.
Very cool. Oh, boy. Yeah.
The week was on the bottle, put that way. You know, nitrous. Mm-hmm. Anyways. So, I got a couple things going. From Amazon or Prime Days, I finally got my little model metal Scorpion, and I've been working on that, and man, is that a pain in the ass. So
cool.
All kinds of small little tiny parts. But I mean, part of it is assembled, but yeah, it's gonna take me some time because it's tiny. And there's the just to show you how tiny is, there you go. And that that is the face and the mouth. So, and the back, and the tail comes up from here, and you got a stinger, and then the legs. So yeah, it's gonna take you a while.
Hey, PV.
No, I never went back and tried to reprint the helmet, Stormtrooper helmet. I never did reprint that yet. Yeah, I've got to work out the profiles on it. And the blower fan on it, I didn't mention the video, but when the two blower fans are running, the big one on the hot end and the one underneath that you can't see, it's extremely loud. So I need to do something about those in the future.
And then I'm a Dirty Ratter copycatter.
Hello, Chris Mink, channel member.
Like Jerry, I got the SV08 right there.
Nice.
So there's my SV08. Okay.
Very cool.
Because I'm a copycatter Dirty Ratter.
Well, now that Kenny has one, if I work out a bug or he works out a bug, we communicate to each other and help each other out. So that's what's good about having the same products.
And you can name the bed. So knowing about my rat rig, I've named my bed Rat Rig's Revenge.
Here's a quick clip that I taped. I got two clips here. Here's one of them on the SV08 and the noise level of the hot ends. Now, as far as for the fan in the case on the motherboard or the control board, not motherboard, a PC has a motherboard with multiple boards to plug into it. All of our equipment, which has a single board, that'd just be a control board. Here's some noise. This is loud. The layer fans are louder than hell. Machine, yes.
Even if it's loud,
noise like I always say, but it's the frequency of the noise. Some of it's kind of high.
I mean, it would be good for like a production line probably, but not good for private housing, you know, and all that.
Yeah, when I get an enclosure on it, it'll take care of 99% of the noise. The enclosure will muffle it.
Yeah, definitely.
But, I'm making it closer for 150.
I mean, I can see the difference between this machine and that machine over there, you know.
So we'll sell an enclosure with a fan in it. You shouldn't exhaust your hot air because then there's no point in having an enclosure. You shouldn't. I mean, if hot air needs to get out, there's cracks and seams, and around the door, there's plenty of places for hot air to escape, or even have drills in the top piece if you have to, but you don't want a fan sucking it all out.
And plus, their enclosure that they offer knocks off part of your potential or part of your Z. It takes how much of it do you lose? A good chunk, right? A good piece of it.
Well, you gotta print that top hat, which is like 3 inches tall.
No,
That
I'm
way,
saying if you bought the one Solvo offers, they're offering. If you bought the stock one, you would lose part of your Z.
well, you still with that one, you still print the top hat, the top of printables from multiple makers, and then you put their top piece on top of that. You still need to space it. You put it directly on the top of the printer without having that spacer block in there. Your Z can't go all the way up because your wires and everything hit it. So you
Right.
need that extra space, even if you use theirs. But I hope everybody had a great week. I hope everybody watched the opening ceremonies to the Olympics in Paris. That was pretty cool. It sucked at rain, though. And the Eiffel Tower, when they had it all lit up with all the lasers at the end, that was really cool. That was really enjoyable to see. I just felt sorry for everybody getting soaked in the rain all day. Rained on and off, but it was really cool. And if you got Peacock, you can watch any event you want, all week long. It has everything's being showed.
What the hell is that? Metallica?
I don't
Oh,
know.
his phone. That's his phone. Yeah.
Oh, doesn't work. I was hoping. Oh yeah, that's why it didn't work.
I must be really slowing down. My dial or my ringtone on my phone is acoustic guitar.
Yeah, my ringtone is Metallica. That said
Yeah.
spam risk, but I answered it because I'm waiting on a delivery of my RF laser, and I don't know how it's going to come through, so I have to answer all my calls. I thought the RF laser was getting delivered Thursday night, but it didn't come, and I thought it was coming yesterday and it didn't come, and I haven't got a phone call today, so I don't know. It'll be here soon, so I'm excited. So like Christmas. So, hello, Joe. How you doing today?
Hey.
Yeah, and Trevor Navarre 3D printing, he sent me a bunch of pictures. I'll show you here in a little bit of his extrusion line. He's getting set up so he can start mass producing lots and lots of filament. And I guess he's going to be selling on Amazon also, other than just through his store. So I got a bunch of pictures I can show you guys. And Jamie won't be on with us for a while. I guess she tripped or something, got hurt pretty bad. Scratched her face really bad. She had a big knot on her head and might have dislocated her shoulder, so she got hurt pretty good. So she's in a lot of pain, so she will not be on camera. Hopefully she'll get better.
Yeah, I hope she's okay. I mean, I think she was here. I think she slipped, I think, on some rocking or something, and she told me. I don't know. You have to ask her, I'm just,
Hey, Red Light, how you doing today, my friend? Red Light is a man I sold my Prusa Mini to. The only printer I've actually packaged up in a box and mailed, because everything else I just sold locally. And then I took the money from that Prusa Mini and I put it towards the Sobel. And then my friends online here donated the rest of the money, allowed me to buy it. And I do have in my Polymaker dry box with 2 extra cases. I'll be doing a video on it when I get around to it. I've just been busy trying to get caught up on things, but I'll be working on that soon so I can get a video put out on it. But it looks really cool. Haven't boxed it up, but I've seen a lot of other videos on it.
Yeah, I gave my Prusa away. I had it. I won it on Loyal Moses show, and I played around a little bit, and then I accidentally dropped it, and I didn't really. I was too late to buy a 20-pound part, so well, not really lazy, but part to fix that problem. But hey, I know it's a good printer. Once it's fixed, just the front plate needed to be replaced, and because otherwise you constantly have an error message on the motherboard, on the screen. So I basically told the person I gave it to, it was a grandfather and a kid, I guess grandson or something. I gave it to them and said, here, that's the problem. You just need to fix it. It's 20 parts. These are the parts you're looking for. And then that should be okay.
When you dropped it, you should have stuck your foot out. Whenever I drop anything, instinctively I stick my foot out to try to keep it from hitting the ground.
Sorry,
Oh, Kenny has something here he wants to share.
Not without steel boots.
All right, here's a picture. Okay?
Not with a 15 kilo,
All right, Kenny.
That is my next challenge. And also, when I was looking at this, I did join their Patreon, but it's not released till the 31st, which is 4 days. That is basically the same model. I don't know if that's where the artist got the idea, but if you look on Sideshow, that is the same model for Blondie.
Okay.
So, I mean,
Clint Eastwood, The Good, the Bad, and Ugly. It's like 1967, I think.
Right. Yeah, and on Sideshow, they did, I think, 4 different versions. They did Dirty Harry and The Preacher. But yeah, Sideshow's got some awesome stuff. But of course, Sideshow is, takes all the fun away because that's models that are already, done. And those are high-end premium models. And I only wish I could paint like they do. But look them up, Sideshow models, and they got all kinds of models.
Yeah, I've been watching all of Scott's videos on that. Yeah, that's an awesome model. I'm also a lifetime member of pretty much on Sanix's Patreon. I've known him for many years. I've never met the man, but we've had many conversations.
That's going to be a challenge. But again, I'm going to make it for the people that have seen my hand solo, which is behind me. I'm going to try to make it about that high. So yeah, I'm going to blow them up a little bit. So can't wait.
Cool. Yeah, I'll probably print that too. I love Dirty Harry and Clint Eastwood.
Yep. All right.
And I actually didn't do nothing, except I was doing, research of different things, all 3D printer related, of course, but one thing leads to another, and yeah. So that's learning.
There's a bust of Vic Morrow out there from the series Combat that my sister wanted me to print for my brother, but the designer that has it on Etsy is doing it in bronze, and I can't find the file available anywhere. It's just of his head, Dirty Harry. You want me to share that, Kenny?
What?
What you're looking at in the back room?
No, I'm scrolling through my Facebook on another screen.
Okay. You'll have to close that screen there. If I boot it, it'll boot you too.
Huh?
The screen you were sharing, I can see it down below so that I don't accidentally click on it and share it. You can remove it.
Yeah, I know. I can do that.
Yeah.
Who let the dogs out? Don't. Anyways, so that's what I got going.
Actually, I hope my son doesn't find out, but my wife, right? He was cleaning out some of the stuff out of his room, and he had a printer, what he won on Moses show also, and what was it? The focus printer, So he sold it, I guess, to somebody, and were at uni because he was not using it really, and I did promise him to give one of mine to him soon, or a new one, but I'm hoping this company is giving me soon. And and he had too much filament in his room, what he didn't use, so he had some G-Tech what I gave him in the beginning, some Eriwan, he bought himself. And again, he bought another brand, but I don't know what it is really, because he just bought it online. And let's check what it is.
A lot of times it's
still PLA light gold, but I think it might be an older version of Eriwan or possible maybe.
Look at the spool design. That's usually a dead giveaway. The size of the whole design. A lot of companies use certain designs.
Yeah, I know.
Speaking of
SVC 3D, hello,
What do you
hello.
guys where you guys think this roll is from? Anybody can guess?
I don't know. That's an awful big opening, big hole there.
Make me bigger, please. Oh, we go. Trying to really get and see.
Light gold, silk PLA, made in China. I can't see the name above made in China.
But it's a nice gold color, but I didn't work with it yet.
People are saying Sun Lu, Flash Forge, Anycubic.
Yeah, I thought it was any cubic. The way it looks.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'd like to see Scott do a test print that doesn't break. When the hammer drops, it hits it and stops the hammer. That'd be nice. And of course, if you turn a lot of those from, let me get the camera back where they were. It's hitting them all sideways. Turn it lengthwise. Let's see what happens. But I know since the standard is kind of like, what's his name? That's done all the original tests on that. Can't think of his name. Anyway, he's kind of following his lead.
Okay.
I know a YouTube channel that does a lot of testing. That's Project Farm. But I don't think he's ever done filament.
Stephon, there you go. Thanks, Scott Jedi.
Yeah,
CNC Kitchen. Yeah. He does a lot of different pull tests and brake tests and things like that. So he's kind of like the standard. And then Scott is doing similar things based on what Stefan does of CNC Kitchen.
PC van, yeah. I will have a look later. I didn't have time yet to check it because I was looking at some other research and all that and looking through, but really not time for right now. I'm doing filaments or anything.
Hey, Tor, how you doing today? Hey, guys, it's Tor, TH3D Tor. Let me throw out the invite link. If you guys were watching TH3D yesterday, they had an awesome giveaway. I dropped in at the end of their stream, and they gave away a poly dryer. And then if you were a channel member at the time, they gave away a $100 gift certificate to the channel members that had free drawings. That was cool.
Yeah, anybody new here in the channel, please check out Polymaker website and also check out the Polymaker Discord.
Oh, nice.
There you will find several different categories. What you might be interested in model making, like I do lithophane, I'm the lithophane ambassador over there. And also, if you guys want to check out, anything basically, we'll explain to you. There's a whole bunch of, there's a list. Just read it through.
Ladies and Matt, hold on. You can see what's happening. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Tor, and we've got Zach.
Hey,
Hey, guys.
hey, how's it going?
How goes it?
Good.
Not too bad. Getting some prints started.
Good. Yeah, I wish I could do some printing right now, but
Yeah, when I printed that big key on an SB08 the other day, it got up about halfway, and the nozzle wasn't dragging, but it sounded like it. It was extremely loud, those blower fans. Hello, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick. My nozzle was actually really loose the other day because I was having some really bad quality issues.
You mean loose where it's put together like PETG heat problems, or the bolts were loose?
The bolts came loose.
Oh, wow.
It was holding it in. But I have one of our bamboo replacement nozzles on the way, and there's actually a mod to put in a bamboo hot end in that thing.
Yeah, I seen on their website, Sobol said anybody printing PETG that has an SVO8 and you need high temp nozzles, they're the new style, let us know and we'll send them out to you free of no charge. So I immediately emailed them because I really don't want to start printing PETG, which I already have once, a small print, and have everything fly apart, scratch up the bed, tear up the hot end, and then I'm broke down and can't use the printer at all. So yeah, send me free nozzles.
Yeah. I need nozzles too for my bamboo.
They're going to be replacing my pressure sensor and hopefully either the bed or the SSR on it.
All right, cool. Well, I had no time to look into all of this. I'm totally like a month out of, back from you guys for a year now. So
Yeah, I've been able to get some good prints out of it, but occasionally when I'll start a print, it'll be giving it power, like full power, but the temp will just not be heating up at all. It'll just start dropping.
When we're talking about annealing here, are we talking about in your oven, you anneal it and you bake it?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm actually getting some of those, the PPS carbon fiber and a few of the other ones from the Fiber Online.
all right, cool.
Oh, I'm in private chat. Who said that?
What?
Too bad they just didn't use a V6 volcano nozzle. I know Nadir, one of the community members, is working on a replacement hot end nozzle assembly that uses standard V6. So you can throw like a CHT in it, and that'll be really good. And there's also a mod to do the bamboo hot end in it, and that's what I'm going to be doing very soon. Actually, the hot end gets here in the next hour or two.
Hey,
If anybody knows
that.
Nadir, shoot him a link and maybe he'll drop in. We can chat with him on camera.
I was trying to remember what nationality is he again?
No idea.
I
don't remember.
can't remember.
I think French.
Hungary or something like that?
I thought he was French.
Not sure.
Anyways.
He is somewhere in the European countries.
Yeah.
That's about as far as I remember.
Hello, Zach. How are you doing today, my friend?
I'm doing pretty swell. How is the audio quality on my... I'm trying a new pair of headsets. I'm trying a brand new camera.
I would turn down the gain on the microphone just a tad. It's a little hot.
Yeah, I bumped him down a little bit.
Yeah,
Say,
Matt's mic is a little iffy as well.
Yeah, I think after it's happening every time when I start the show, sometimes my audio goes to a different microphone. It's like behind me now.
That should be better.
Yeah, when Tim and I do our stream every week, we always have to like sit there for like a good half hour before the stream, double check all the audio settings, video settings, because it resets them all the time.
Is this a little bit better? Oh, sorry.
Not a problem. Go ahead.
I'll say it's a little loud. I'll turn you down more.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry about that. I'm still trying to learn all this good old jazz.
Not a problem. If you have a NVIDIA RTX card, you can download NVIDIA Broadcast, which is really good software for cleaning up audio and like removing background audio and stuff like that.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, going to be putting on my lav mic so I can walk around and do stuff.
I'm just making myself a drink. Something, because I'm thirsty. I forgot to get myself a...
This is loud. The layer fans are louder than hell. Actually, quite a few of my filaments, the printer doesn't like it. I've got to try to tune the profiles. My black PLA from TH3D, the printer don't like it. It won't print it properly. Polymaker it doesn't like and won't print it properly. The layer works I used in a video from Trevor printed that fine, but certain filaments, doesn't matter what type of filament, it doesn't want to print it right. I'm getting under extrusion, so I've got to up temperatures, tweak the profiles. It's just a bummer I have to do that, but it is what it is.
Where is that video?
And that one man, I can't think of his channel, Geo or something like that. He has lots of Sobol printers, tweaking profiles. Geo something, I can't think of his name, his channel, but he's got
I think he's French or something like that.
Yeah. He's wearing a Sobol
Yeah.
shirt. Yeah.
Compared to the FL Sun, the SVOH is pretty quiet.
Doggy.
She loves the attention.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Lily,
Yeah. I've got 2 dogs.
come here.
They even sleep with me on the bed.
Lily, chicken. Come on, little potato.
My wife has the master bedroom, and I sleep with the dogs in a different room.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Oh, you want a snack?
You want me to share that tour?
No, she wants
Yeah.
a snack. I get it.
Jesus.
What is that noise?
Wow.
That is the SVOH enclosure, the glass door, just vibrating all to hell.
Okay.
Lily, up.
Right.
Up.
Something was grinding.
Up.
Uh-oh.
Up. Come on. She doesn't like jumping on. She knows exactly she's not
Virgo.
allowed
Yeah,
to do
that's
that.
the name. Virgo. Okay.
Come on, go. I allow you this time. Here you go.
Pull over the VR headset wire.
Guys go burr. Oh, look at the little
Yeah.
pup.
Well, I call her my little elephant hunting dog. No. Chihuahuas are very old dogs, you know that? They're one of the oldest dog species there is. So, after wolf, of course. Because I think they said something online, they're coming from foxes or something like that.
You guys hear me all right? I just switched microphones.
Yeah. What do you got there, Zach?
Parts of a new ship build that is the sponsor for me. So
Nice.
let me actually get the main body of it because these just came off the bed like 10 minutes ago. Let me be right back.
Yeah, my dogs ignore my printers. Actually, when Sobol make a lot of noise, one of my dogs looked up at it, but cool.
I mean, I
is
haven't
big.
had. The dog can't get to it, so when the printers are going, she walks by them, no problem.
What type of ship is that going to be?
Oh wow!
So this is going to be a blimp ship. This is one of the 2 ships I'm building right now. I actually can get the camera pointing at the Dreadnought class. Oh, man. It's on the floor though, because tiny 2-bedroom apartment, I don't have much space.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Even though it's fake, I removed my Nerf blaster from the frame because
Very
YouTube
cool.
will get pissy.
That's actually pretty nice.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
Wow.
Yeah, it's hard to tell with YouTube. You never know. Live streams and you never know.
That's gonna be a lot of time to paint.
You are correct.
I mean, all the details and all that. You have to make sure that all the themes are perfect, and wow. What are you gonna use for glue?
I'm going to use 3D glue, and I also want every single joint I just add 2mm by 22mm stainless steel rods.
You know what I thought about? I see it in Luban also, that when you cut a model into different shape or cut it where you want it, that you actually can put dowels inside too. So the inside have dowels on each side. You just press them together. Of course, put the glue on this side and the adhesive there, and then stick it together. But
Hello. Take care, Ori.
I like about because the dowel corrects the correctness of that it more aligns. Lily, please.
There's little dowel spots for these.
All right, that's cool then. That's more stable, and also
Yeah, he's
it
using
doesn't-
steel, not plastic.
yeah, that's good. Lily, please.
Yeah,
Very
Come on,
nice.
man. You go on more
just a
snacks.
few parts.
Here you go.
Yeah, Trevor shared me a bunch of pictures. Trevor with Navarre 3D out of Florida, his extrusion line, because he's going to start making filament. I'm not sure. I guess it's separate from Layer Works. And let me share you some pictures, and I'll show you what he's got. And he'll at some point be selling on Amazon.
Did you
Not
use?
sure
Sorry. Wow,
Let's go through
that's
the
nice.
pictures around slowly. It's all his equipment. I assume
That
he partnered with somebody. I don't know.
That looks like a machine from the 1990s, almost the 80s.
I forget what this part was here. He's making this for somebody. I forget what it was. He has an air base down there in Florida, so he's making a bunch of parts for something for the base. More of his extrusion equipment.
Wow.
Jerry, how hot is it for you today? Today's our first cool day at a nice
103 and
65.
windy, it says, so it's a pretty nice day out.
103. Ooh.
This
Yeah.
is the first day this month that it's been under 90 degrees. It's going to be a high.
Yeah, that's normal.
That looks like a filament puller. I believe I've seen that on printed
Yeah.
solid before. It runs back and forth.
It's a buffer system, if I'm correct. So they can it will stretch out and keep the filament going on the line on that, while they can switch out the spools once they're full.
I mean, right there you see the pool that's basically to stabilize the filament in the correct form, like that it stays in there. And then on the end it is totally cooled down and then gets wound up. And then I think the process, they have a similar process on the other hand then.
He's printing
some
this stuff
companies
here
on-
for the mill. He's printing this here, I believe, for the Air Force Base. Something to do with the base.
Oh, that's some big stuff.
Ooh,
Yeah, I don't
did
see him
not-
in chat yet, or he can explain it. If he pops in chat later or on camera, I can go back to the pictures.
Yeah, it's a buffer.
And he's got some kind of an event. I forget what he said all these printers were for some kind of an event.
Ooh.
Wow.
And it's all those.
Hmm.
Zach, have you seen Trevor's shop in Florida?
I have not.
Okay, he has a store in the mall, and then he split it up, and now he has a separate store on a street front and a strip mall, and then his wife runs his mall store with all his lasers. But a couple weeks ago, he sent me another video clip, and you find it.
Come here.
I used to show him all the time when he was in the mall, but here's one he sent me from his current store.
Hey Jerry, good morning. Happy Saturday.
Thank you.
Anyway, I figure I'd make you a quick little video here, just in case we don't get on this morning. But she's full of spunk today. Anyway, it's been a good week. We got the S1s in. Got a bunch of those. Got this thing set up. It's not bad, you know. A few pluses and minuses, but otherwise it's pretty good. We got a super big shipment of R3D in. We'll be clearancing that out this next week probably. We have so much filament in now. It's crazy. Got all the tricolors, sparkly stuff. It's ridiculous.
What have they gotten?
Still putting it out. Say hi.
His wife there. You guys can unmute your mic.
Let's see, lots of kitty techs, as you can see. I'm gonna start pulling those
still
out.
looks
and selling
better.
them. We've been doing a lot of repairs this week.
Every time he posts a new video, I mean, more and more
Yeah, it's
stuff he
coming
gets
along
in there.
nicely.
See, it's still early, so the parking lot's empty for the day.
Very
but
good.
Let's see, this week we got, I think we had the same Chitty Techs in last time I talked to you. We got a A1 Mini in,
Bamboo.
another Bamboo in, more and more Chitty Techs. We get a lot of those in for repairs. We work with them, so.
If anybody's interested in starting their own store like this,
Key1,
Trevor is interested in
Smart
possibly
3,
helping that person get going.
More the CRM4s, those
Send me the
things
other
are
day.
just trash.
He's been doing this for a long
This
time.
week we got a
And then on Facebook, he sells a lot
That's
of printers and stuff.
K1
Amazon
I
returns.
believe.
At least he used to sell lots of Amazon
Got some
returns.
old Tazbots here.
He goes through them,
Taz
reconditions
5
them.
and a 6 from the base. Got a
Fun.
bunch of parts done for a machine shop, the base, and the Tough Mudder guys. That's about it. Everything else looks about the same here. We got the Optimus still is up and running. We're going to convert that over to Clipper one of these days, like the Modex. But we'll probably wait until we get the Modex actually running well, reliably. Back here's where I got all the other Bamboos set up. Another down M4, brand new out of the box with problems, just like the other 3 or 4 of them. And we got more Bamboos back here.
Yeah, they're just more reliable, the Bamboos.
Probably making you dizzy here, sorry.
Hey,
Still got
I got
resin
3.
room in here. Let's see if I can zoom out a little bit.
I tried to unmute
That's a
it
good-
back
I mean-
mic and it won't let me unmute it. So I'll have to wait till the video stops.
All
I
right.
do like the
Talk
Anycubic.
to you later, Jerry. Have a good
resin
one, man.
printers, but
All right,
I
there
mean,
we
they're
go.
very good. Also, the Mighties, or the frozen ones, resin printer I find pretty good too. Was one of my first ones, that one, or the first resin printer I ever had. I'm actually thinking about to give it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Rob Mink, the baby belt printer, designer, and creator himself.
Hey guys, how you
Rob.
doing?
Welcome.
Hey,
Good.
Rob, how you doing?
Hey, great, thanks.
Lily, quit it. Cool.
Rob, you know Zach right above you?
He's oh, Zach. No, I don't. I don't think so. How you doing, Zach?
I'm doing pretty swell. I'm the guy that prints ridiculously large ships and taverns.
Ridiculously
Zach-
large ships.
Is it just
Yeah.
me or Zach's mic really breaking up?
Yeah, it's got issues, but we can hear him, but it's got issues.
Let me
So
see.
Zach,
Sounds like it's clipping a little bit almost.
yeah.
Yeah, let me see if I can't. Oh, it reset all of the settings.
It's probably something interfering, probably bad cable, maybe, or most likely.
Yeah.
My question is, can any of your boats can be converted into like a model boat, like you can drive on a lake?
The ships
do a little
are too heavy. They're not designed to be in our
They're
ship.
like
I think it can
Warhammer
be-
spaceships.
Yeah, but I think it would be kind of cool. Just put a little motor on it and just put it out in the water and go around with it.
Well, you can
Oh,
design boats like that and 3D print them and make them watertight.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be. Doesn't have to be a race boat or anything. Like
Frame
like I said, what
frame
he
is
does
what's
is
it
like
called?
more fantasy model, but yet can
Flex
be
seal.
used for
Oh
never
wow,
know.
that's cool.
Hey,
I
if
mean,
you can make
it
boat
looks
out
like
of
a boat to
flex-
me. Like almost like in half cross between Egyptian, Roman, and I would say I have to see the front of it. I mean, the back of it a little bit more.
Hey, if you can make a boat out of Flex Seal, come
I
on.
mean, that's like
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
fun.
that looks like a reversed elephant almost. Just
Yeah. It's based off of a dreadnought whale, kind of like a sky whale. Let me go
Oh,
around the
okay.
living room and show the.
Wow.
No, that's
Were you-
nice. Wow.
Were you at Rocky Mountain Murph or Earth with that? And we've seen that other video. Where was that from?
Murph.
Okay. Because I know Rob Mink has been to a bunch of those shows. I never have. So he might have seen you at Murph.
That's
or
some
Earth.
good work. Yeah.
I've only been to one Midwest Rip Rap Festival. That was like 2020, 2021. Sorry, that's my bird.
Okay.
But I was at the Rocky Mountain this year, and I'm going to be at Printopia Earth.
That is so cool
this year. So, but that is incredible.
You need to add some big drone motors to it.
You made the model, or who did make the model?
Arcane Minis.
Arcane Minis. All right.
Minis.
Yep.
I don't call that a mini. I mean,
it's a little mini.
Yeah,
Wow.
it wouldn't fit in my house. I'll tell you that.
I live in a 2-bedroom apartment, so
I know. I can see
Yeah.
you have walkways, right?
Yeah.
That stuff
And then there's and then there's this dreadnought.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good. Wow. I
Your
mean,
stuff is
those
all
are
bigger
make
than
some
my
really good kids' toys, you know.
Yeah. I've sold a few of these guys.
Are they at scale how they designed them, or do you size them up?
They're at scale.
Okay, good.
Wow.
All right. Because then your minis you'd print, which would be like 1 inch or 2 inches tall, would be perfect when you put them on it. Yeah.
Actually,
There you go.
Are those 28 millimeter scale minis?
yep, 20 and 32.
Okay, cool.
I done a video, I don't know, about a year ago, and I'd done a bunch of minis, maybe 20 or 30. I forget the company that I got them from because I was going to do a video. They let me have whatever I wanted. And they had a lot of buildings, but I never printed any. But I can't remember the company. I'd have to go back and look at my videos. But they do all kinds of cool stuff.
But the amazing thing with this, every layer comes apart wide.
That's cool.
Highly detailed rooms, I bet.
It's almost like a dollhouse, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it has a full interior, so
Yeah. Hey, but what would be interested is maybe like talk to the designer and put a hinge in and really make it like into a dollhouse so you can fold it out. And then have this way you can have access to the inside, right? But I'm just saying, it's just an idea.
yeah. So funny enough, the designers of this Arcane Maze, Benny, the CEO of it, they're actually wanting me to go to PAX U in December and display some of my work.
Yeah, you do some really nice work.
Yeah. Yeah, I try a little bit of stuff like this is more stuff by them.
Yeah. Yeah. The only thing is, you have to be careful with them when you touch them. This one, this resin.
Your big castle that you build, I'm going to call, I don't know what it's called, but I'll say castle. That was all resin printed, right? Or no?
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah,
Which machine?
It is FDM. So I used a combination of Elegoo Neptune 3 Pros, Prusa Mark 3's i3s Pluses, and the Bamboos.
Oh, wow.
What layer height on that?
And then,
0.20?
0.2, yeah. And then also I used this guy for the base, the Ender 5 Plus.
All right. Wow.
I know bases that I do for my resin prints. I'll do the base at 0.20. If I'm going to FDM any hands or anything small, which I usually don't, I resin print them. I do them at 0.1. I do them real fine detail. But I try to resin print most of my figures.
Yeah.
Unless I have a really big case
my
or something like that, and I do it out of FDM.
Is anybody of you guys watching the Olympics? I can hear my wife is right now watching. I have to close the door.
Beautiful.
Yeah, this guy was printed on the Mega 8K by Frozone.
I need to get a big resin printer.
Hey,
They
you
are
can have
nice.
mine. If you're close enough, you could have picked it up.
Well, I have like the what was it? The Creality something, and I don't even know what the hell they are, but they're so small I never use them.
They're so messy for me.
I have a GK2 that is it's a perfect mid-size. They just came out with a GK3, a special sale for the first X amount of people was like $900 and something. Normal price like $1,300. I was hoping to review the GK3, but at the moment it looks like that's not going to happen because the person that used to hook people up and I would go through to be able to review it is no longer in charge of that. They have somebody else in a different department, and they think my channel is too small. So I probably, even though I've done a zillion videos for them on a GK2 out of resin, my channel's too small for them to let me review the bigger GK3. But you never know. We'll see what happens in time. Maybe eventually. And then if I ever do get the bigger one, then I'll take my Peel Poly Forge and I'll end up selling it. It's a very large printer, resin printer, but it's slower than hell. And I don't like it because it's so damn slow, but it's a big, large format. And you build that from scratch, basically, when you get it. It's kind of like the Sovol. You get the Sovol base put together. That's how the forge came. And then you build the rest of the forge. You put on the rails, the extrusion, the side panels, and all that to finish off the resin printer. When they first came out, they were like $1,300. But if I ever get, like say, the GK3, I'll get rid of the forge.
Is it a mono screen or is it LCD?
I don't remember. I think it's monochrome.
Okay.
I've had the forge for probably a year and a half. And I used to have an Anycubic photon. I forget which one it was. It was my best resin printer forever. And then all of a sudden one day I went to slice a file. I loaded it on the resin printer and I couldn't see the file on the screen. The file name would show up, but I couldn't see what I was going to print. Therefore, I couldn't print anything. And Anycubic sent me a new control board, and I couldn't get it to work. So it just sits over here under my table. They had a big convention about a year ago, Anycubic did, and they had me on the big screen with a bunch of other makers. And I had their printer sitting here with a bunch of my prints talking for like 30 seconds. But it was currently broke down at that time when I filmed that, and I never could get it working again. But I've got the GK2 that works great.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened with it, but all of a sudden one day I couldn't print anything on the Anycubic.
I rarely make. Mostly I do like for a friend of mine. Well, he's a book writer, and I make sometimes little D&D figurines for him, what he paints with his son, and then he, or give it to a painter to even make it even better, Yeah. So, and he orders every once in a while from me, so, and I send them to him. He mostly pays shipping or the supply of the resin, if I bought the resin, if you want a special resin or so, But otherwise, it's pretty cool. And the big ones, I did make a big T-Rex out of it, and it looks awesome, but it's so delicate. And it literally it dropped several times on the floor because... Yeah.
When I buy resin, I usually buy Sunlu resin. They're great resin. I love Sunlu. Great price for the money. I've tried a million different ones. I've reviewed a lot of different companies that sent me resin to review. But usually when I have a project, rather than going and saying, hey, I'll do a video for you, send me X bottles, blah, 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 I just get on Amazon and buy Sunlu most of the time. Print's great. Shake it up for. Don't have to tweak any settings. It just works. But I've had a lot of resins I've reviewed that will not just pour and go. You've got to try to tweak it. And even then you have trouble. Here, what brand is that?
This is Frozone, the matte gray ABS.
All right. Yeah. Wow.
I've had too many issues.
I have mostly Anycubic and Irion. Irion sent me a whole bunch of different colors to test, like red.
Ladies and gentlemen, one second, Matt. Ladies and gentlemen, Patrick with Light Source Engraving is not working. He is at home today. Patrick.
Stop the show. I am here.
Hey, Patrick.
Oh, it never started the show, I guess.
How's it going, everybody?
How you doing, dude?
How are you doing?
Pretty good.
I'm doing pretty good today, actually. I just did a quick live stream on my channel because I didn't want to record it and have to upload it. But I have a 2-pound brass hammer, and it's going to get an epic engraving on the sides. But I started it off last night with some knurling.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that looks great.
That's nice.
And
indeed.
then
That's cool.
today I just did this basket weave.
On your 100-watt fiber?
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well,
It's
now you're getting
nice and
fancy,
deep.
Patrick.
Nice.
And the graphic that I have for this one side is going to look great. I haven't decided on side 2, but it's kind of what I've been into. And then what else? I was doing some testing with some steel. Let me see if I can get you. This one's the better one.
Oh, wow. This is
There we
good.
go.
Red, white, and blue.
How the hell did you pull that off?
That's pretty
Testing.
good.
Testing.
Magic.
Testing.
Yeah.
Well,
testing,
I know
testing,
that.
testing.
Magic.
I mean, the red, white, and blue? Man.
You might even explain it in the video.
Yep. I have a stainless steel tumbler that I want to try to do on the rotary and get the red, white, and blue. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going to test that pretty soon.
How many
That's
different
cool.
colors you can do now with the laser? 14 or was it 16? Oh no, 32. I think you said.
Depends
I
on
don't
the
know.
material.
It depends on how many of these you run.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Test,
Material test.
test. Yeah, lots of test grids.
And
Um,
I believe burn to learn, maybe.
Yep, I did
What
have
laser?
one.
What laser
I
is
did have
that?
put out one video this week on how to make custom credit cards, start to
I
finish.
saw that one.
No,
Cool.
that's pretty
That's
good.
beautiful.
But you can't tap.
You can't.
Yeah, because I
because
saw that in the video. Yeah, you can't tap.
yeah, with this method, you end up just taking the chip out, not the antenna. They do have metal cards that have built-in antennas, but they're pretty pricey.
Wild 3D
Um,
wants to know what 100-watt laser you're using.
See, I have a 120-watt JPT.
Okay. And Patrick does have lots of fibers. I don't know. Do you have that one Ultra? I don't think you have that one, do you?
No.
Patrick, and on the red, white, and
don't have
blue,
one.
which lens was that?
That was on the Monport 60-watt with the 200.
Really?
Yep. So that was a 60-watt.
Wow.
Yeah, when you do a test
Oh,
grid,
yeah.
do them small. If you do them really big and they're not coming out, well, then it just takes a lot of time. So smaller
Yep.
is better.
However, smaller grids versus larger, you can get changes. You can run the same grid and change the sizing, and sometimes have different shades because of the amount of heat generated
Yeah.
changes. So it changes the tempering and so it changes the temperature, so you get different color.
And by the way, and I just renewed this morning. $30, man, for updates. That it's a great deal. I'm talking about for
But-
my Lightburn.
There was one
I
other
dropped
thing
my-
I was going to say.
I dropped my
Okay,
Patreon
Ross.
with Shark with lasers at the moment because the tier I was on, the depth maps I still had to buy. So he changed his tiering system, and I
Oh,
wasn't getting
yeah.
anything off there in a while, so I just dropped it for now. Because I had 2 logins on Patreon. I think I told you before. You and Rich were on one Patreon, and then I had Sharks with Laser on a different login, and I lost.
Yep.
Anyway, I wound up just for now deleting it.
Yep, I remember that. I know what I was going to say. I was going to say I was doing pretty good. Yesterday was a great day. It was my mom's birthday, so we went to dinner for her birthday. But earlier in the day, my daughter took her driving test. She just turned 16 on the 18th.
Oh no!
So she took her driving test, and afterwards, the instructor told her that she was the best driver she had seen in a long time. Mom
Oh,
worked
nice.
with driving, I worked with parallel parking, and we were a successful team.
What did you tell her?
Okay.
Well, my daddy's got 30 some odd acres to practice on.
Out in the gravel, I spray painted a parking square and then put some garbage cans on each side and had her practicing.
Isn't that
She
about how
took
many
it
acres? About 30 something, right?
55.
55. Oh, way off.
Yep. Plenty.
That is
We
a lot of
currently have
land.
27 people watching, 17 on YouTube, and 10 on Twitch.
We normally
That-
have more, but I think everybody's watching the Olympics right now. So
What
Yeah,
and,
projects?
you know, a few other
is
things.
what projects are you guys working on? I wasn't able to tune in earlier. Anything
Nothing
in particular?
really. I'm just
I am-
studying.
I'm printing parts for the Ender 3 NG, the Core XY conversion for the old Ender 3s. So that should be a fun little
Okay.
build.
That should be fun.
A lot of parts,
Which I've got to hook up with your boss so we can do a joint live stream.
That'll be fun. Oh, no, no firearms this time.
Yeah,
We learned our lesson last time.
that's right. Well, he sent me some upgrade parts for my Ender 3, and I thought it'd be really cool if I did a live stream and he was on it and was able to kind of walk me through, and then everybody can see the exact process of doing these different upgrades. So I thought that would be cool.
Patrick, Craft Closet that Rich was cutting those earrings and stuff out of, that material, is he working with plastic? Those plastic panels are different colors? Acrylic?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
Oh, and
What was it called?
Patrick,
Craft Closet.
I copied Jerry and got an SBO8 over here.
Oh, FedEx is here. Let me see if this is my laser. I can't imagine it would be.
How's yours doing, Kenny?
I cross my finger for you, Jerry.
It's
Lily.
I'm
what kind of bird is that?
I'm
That's not a bird, that's a dog.
It's a
Oh.
it's a parrot.
This is my boy Graham. Hey, Grammy guy.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't know if you heard him earlier. Sorry if you did.
Yeah. Lily.
Sorry, Kenny, what was that?
I got distracted by the bird.
Oh, and I got
What
this.
were you saying, Ken?
Anyways, I got the SBO8, and I'm gonna start on the extension like some of these other guys have. On the top hat is what they call it.
Yeah.
Because
To make it bigger?
Yeah, because if you use the stock cabinet, you lose part of your Z.
Z height. Yeah, I lost like 20 millimeters on mine without it, but I don't have space above it right now on this shelf. Have you installed the beefy front eyelers on your Vorn? Yes, I have. Actually, mine are doing really well.
Hey, Rob Mink.
Hey.
Rob.
Yeah.
Hey, Halloween, you should dress up as a pirate. You got the beard. Yes, a bird. I mean,
I
just a
forget
costume
when is Talk Like a Pirate Day, because I haven't heard that in a long time. No, when is it?
I can never remember.
Because people used to announce it on Facebook all the time. Now they don't. They used to announce Talk Like a Pirate Day.
No, it wasn't.
Anyway.
Oh, well.
I'm going to assume that he was using acrylic since they sell acrylic.
Okay.
I'm in the market for 3mm because I'm going to make my panels on my CO2. Now, as long as I leave the paper on, I'm fine, right? With clear on the CO2?
Yes.
On the bottom side.
Thursday,
But I gotta-
September 19th. Mark your calendars. Talk Like a Pirate Day.
Oh, you looked it up.
Yeah, my wife's birthday's on the 16th of September. She'll be old. She turns 50.
Mine's on the 8th of September.
I tease my wife. She's spookiest day of the year, but she's as my joke. And I'm glad it's not conflicting with Earth anymore. But she's going to be over the hill this year. but I didn't say that out loud on the internet.
Yeah, you did. And this is recorded. Remember?
Oh
Well-
no, I'm in danger now.
Hey, Terry also can delete it. You know?
My dad passed away when I was 17. He was 57. He was a carpenter,
Right.
built like a bull, went 100 miles an hour up until he passed. And I retired at 49, and I worked construction. And then when I retired, I quit working and doing all that kind of activity. I gained a lot of weight, lost my muscle. So if you retire, you got to keep active. Go to the gym, do something. Because if you slow down, you start losing your muscle. That's when you start having aches and pains and medical problems. You got to keep in shape, which I didn't do.
I walk a lot, so
all right.
in the house and outside in the.
I have a rebuttal for that. I got a rebuttal for that. I seen it on Facebook the other day. Who's outlived Richard Simmons? Keith Richards. So I'm kind of questioning this working out thing. Keith Richards.
Well, what I mean by keep in shape is when you see old people that are at the store and they can barely walk and barely push a cart, they have no activity and their joints lock up and they lose muscle. So I'm not saying you're going to live longer, but you'll be active and in shape and you'll be able to run a marathon and it's like you're young if you say you keep active.
But then
I
look at it this way for Keith. You try touring all over the place and playing all over the place. Standing there at that age playing for 2 hours. Well,
I believe
it's on you.
I definitely believe use it or you'll lose it, because when I had my health issues the last couple of years, man, it took me so long to bounce back. Like even 3 days in the hospital, I lost like half my lung capacity just from 3 days in the hospital.
I had major surgery in 2019. I remember being in the hospital, them trying to help me walk down the aisle because I let my health get so bad before I had the surgery. I remember checking my mail down the street with a walker. I have a walker put away in a spare room, and I had to take a walker to check the mail because I couldn't walk very well. I couldn't get on one step on a ladder. I mean, that's how bad off I was.
Wow.
3D HP, rounded the shape. Yeah, nowadays.
Yeah.
In America.
I have to lose some weight too, I keep yo-yoing between like 85 and 88 kilos. And, I do like my food and I do like my drink and, my Coca-Cola and all that and my cup of tea and coffee and but you only live once. You should enjoy it, at least if you can.
Yeah, Patrick, I thought the RF laser was coming Thursday night. I contacted Pascal, messaged him. He goes, it's on the way right now. So since I was in the bedroom watching TV and not where my cameras are in the hobby room, I stood outside for an hour hanging out in my garage, but I never had a delivery. But then again, I never got a phone call either. And I'm sure if they're going to deliver something as large as that laser, I'm going to get a phone call that the delivery's coming out or an email.
Yeah, I would think Freight would get a hold of you and schedule.
Yeah, I need more sleep. I've been, I've just been doing different stuff, and reading books and reading up on stuff and all that. And it's a lot of work.
Hey, Tor.
Yo.
On the okay, so I got Navarre's files from printables for the cabinet, and he's got this single layer and double layer for the top hat. Expand on that, please, if you can. Double layer, single layer.
Oh, I think it's like a single stack or a double stack to make it even taller.
Oh, okay.
Pretty sure that's what it is.
Yeah, because he's got because I did the $5 on printable, just paid for it. So yeah, he's got double and single in here.
That's what I'm waiting on to come on a truck right now. Should be here any day.
Wow.
Here's a side angle. It looks bigger in the picture, but here's a side angle. It's a desktop.
I like that desktop. It fits on the table.
Radio frequency RF stands for radio frequency. It's got fans there in the top. They're black. so I don't have to have a water chiller on it.
You know, when I think of a desktop like maybe this big, you know.
Right. PC. One thing about the beefy front idlers that I learned, you have to make sure both the top and the bottom bolts are tensioned evenly, or it'll kind of cockeye them, and it will throw off the belts.
PC Van Lit, I don't have it done yet. Those are pictures of what I took of it yesterday. I've still got to glue everything together, you know, do a lot of work to it and paint it. So I'll be making a video on it when I get all that done.
No, I think this one needs to have a special table just, you know, just to hold it up. I think, you know, I don't know how heavy it is. Do you know how heavy it is, Jerry?
What's that?
Your desktop laser.
What about it?
How heavy it is?
Oh, about 150 pounds.
150 pounds. That's
Which
like
laser?
75 kilos. It's like as much as I weigh. So, oh, wow.
That RF laser
Still
I
heavy.
just showed pictures of I got coming.
I mean, I wouldn't like to stand in front of. I mean, stand on this table in front of me. I mean, geez, wouldn't support me. So
The
what you
table
gonna put it on?
The table I'll be putting it on is mounted against the wall on my patio when I enclose that room, my resident room. It'll go next to my Mark II and my fiber laser. I've got room for all three there. I'm still trying to figure out what I'm going to do for our show tonight, Patrick. I've been looking on Etsy trying to figure out what to do. I want to do something Olympic related, but I can't find anything, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do tonight. Like Rich mentioned to me 2 weeks ago, he says, you don't have to do anything. You're a guest. What's the point in me being on the show if I'm not doing something? Just sitting there watching everybody? That's kind of dumb.
We're doing like clothing accessories, dress accessories, whatever you want to call it. Because Rich is doing a hat. I've got a couple belts. I think Jeremy might be doing earrings.
Okay.
I think something like that. Maybe you can engrave some underwear.
Engrave what?
Some underwear.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, Scott with Edge of 3D. What's up, Scott?
Hey, Scott.
Hey,
What's going on, guys?
Yeah.
What's Matt winning today?
Yeah.
There's some
this-
polymakers for grabs.
This is in so many pieces.
Didn't even get a rise out of him. Was my microphone not working or something?
Right.
He's
Yeah, I want to see
tired
a
again.
test. I want to
Yeah,
see a
I'm
test
tired.
sample that
I've
you
been-
can't break, Scott. When your hammer comes down, I want to see you print something that you can't break for one of your tests. You might have to turn it a long ways.
Actually, PLA Max won't break.
The hammer will hit it and stop, huh?
Yeah, it just hits it and stops. This stuff right here.
Not even a filler filament, just normal PLA Max.
This PLA Max stuff. Yeah, when I print that
that's nice.
with the normal settings, it just stops the hammer dead.
Mm-hmm.
So
We carried the Max stuff for a while, and it wasn't a great seller, unfortunately.
it has a place, but it's for PLA. It's expensive, and
Yeah.
the very first Death Racer I ever built, the OG one, I built it out of the PLA Max, the Polymax PLA, the base, this part under here, the base frame that all this attaches to. I built it out of that, and when you have all this off there, it's got these little wings that stick out the side here on each side. And I could actually set that down on the ground and stand on each side of it, and it would bow down, but it wouldn't break.
Jeez.
So I don't remember
I'm
who it
actually
was.
getting-
Somebody at East Coast Rep Rat Fest theirs was broke, and they needed a frame, so I gave them that frame. I think it was it was either David Tobin or Pooch, one or the other. I gave them. I had an extra frame that I'd printed that, and I gave it to them, but I don't know whatever happened to it. So
PC Van Lit had a question for you.
okay, I don't have the comments up, so
it's on the screen.
Yes, exactly. That's why I have not done any more testing. I just had 2 spools of that delivered to my office, attempted to be delivered to my office today, but I wasn't at my office. So I will have 2 more spools of it on Monday of the new formula, and I will start redoing the tests then. I was actually sitting here today writing the code for my Arduinos so that I could do the test with the IZOT tester digitally. And I was waiting on breakout boards and the little OLED screens to come from Amazon. So my Amazon delivery showed up about 2 hours ago. So I went out there and I grabbed it off the porch, and I got filters for Abyssal vacuum I don't own, a bikini, and
try it on.
And
try it on.
And some diamond dazzle stick. That's what I got today.
That's so you,
Oh, you're going to be fancy this weekend.
Oh, who's going to be the sexy bitch?
Oi, watch your language, please.
So somebody that's expecting to go to the pool this afternoon with her dazzle stuff on her eyes and her new bikini is going to be trying to wear a breakout board for an Arduino Nano and use the little OLED screens for TVs. So, needless to say, that project is currently stalled.
On hold, yeah.
When you done your video the other day where you had the hammer swinging and you're marking your board with a pencil, that paper, or what are you marking on? Is that a piece of paper up there you're marking?
Oh, the Pokeball?
Okay, because when I was watching it, I didn't have it full screened. I couldn't see your marks.
You won't be able to see it, Jerry, because of the white balance in my studio. And I was writing on this piece of paper with a pencil.
Okay.
So it just, if I would have got it where you could see what was on here, it would look like I was standing in the shadow way back there behind your 7-foot tall print.
Did you use a Sharpie for the next video and it would show up better from distance?
No, the new videos will be done. It'll have a digital screen on there with a readout.
All right.
And when it swings, it'll wherever it peaks at on the swing, it'll hold that on the screen, and then I'll transfer that to a spreadsheet, and then the paper's going away. The paper and the wheel and the needle, that's all going away. It's going to be it'll have a little OLED screen and an Arduino Nano that's using potentiometers to pick up the max on it, and it's actually pretty simple code in Arduino to do that, and then it's repeatable and it's more accurate than taking a pencil and drawing on it. So but drawing on it with the pencil, like I say, after I wasn't going to go back and reshoot the video, so I just took the paper and laid it here on my desk and took a Sharpie and drew over the pencil marks, and then took a picture of that. So, but yeah, that's all it is. It's just they're wheels that I print out and then I cut them in half and clip them on there, and so.
And
you think we should give away roll of filament?
What's that?
You think we should give away a roll of filament now?
Yeah, we'll do that in a minute. And since your machine has a big hammer, and Patrick was just showing a hammer that he was engraving, hey, Patrick, can you show what you've done on that? Show it to Scott.
Sure.
On his fiber laser.
Let's see. Here's some knurling.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, that's beautiful. He'll be doing the whole hammer.
That's nice deep. And here's
a laser
basket weave.
How long did it take to cut that in there with the fiber laser?
Well, I have 120 watt, and to get this deep, it takes for this size, about 30 minutes.
Okay, yeah, but you're also running 120 watt too, so
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, if I had a different power, it would take much longer.
yeah. Here's so this the very first hammer that I made for the IZOD tester. I just printed this block out of solid ASA. I just printed it solid, and the first time it swung down on a piece of ASA, it just stopped it. So I ran to the yard and I grabbed a block of aluminum, and I came back and I machined it for the 2020 to fit in there, and then of course the screw hole there, and I put it in there, and when I let it swing, it yeeted that broken piece of filament all the way to the other end of my house. So I hollowed it out, lightening it up, and still wasn't getting the results I wanted. So I shortened the arm a little bit, and then, well, this one's screwed down to the vise because I was just getting ready to machine it some more, but hold on.
Scott, I'm sorry to interrupt. I got a question for you. You say you're measuring the swing of the arm with an Arduino with a just potentiometer?
Yeah.
Are you compensating for the sample speed that the Arduino uses?
Not yet, because I haven't even got it up and working yet, so I can compensate for that.
Okay. I didn't know if you had a plan for that, because I know the sampling rate of the Arduino is not extremely fast, especially on analog. So I was wondering how you're going to compensate for that.
It's a work in progress. Like I said in my video, I don't use anybody. All of this stuff I come up with in my head. I draw it up on Fusion 360. I machine it, print it, build it, and I just keep trying over and over and over again until I get something that works. So if the Arduino isn't fast enough, we'll start stepping up the game until I get something that is. So
makes sense.
I mean, if it comes to having to use a nuke with digital encoders, then so be it. But it'll also be $1,000 tester, and at that point, what's the point of building it myself? I can buy one for $500 more.
That's true.
This is spiritual.
So we'll see.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for a giveaway. Polymaker has some of the best filament on the planet, in my opinion. A lot of great companies out there. Polymaker, they just got so much, it's just crazy. They ship almost everywhere in the world. And we're going to give away one roll of filament right now to one lucky person. We'll draw one winner. If you're in chat, you must be present to win. Say something. I'll put my email in chat. As soon as my email is in chat, send me an email, and that's all you have to send an email later on after the stream. Later today, I'll send you a link from Polymaker that a form you'll fill out where you can get your filament sent to you. But they got beautiful filament. They got anything and everything. They got poly dryers they just came out with dry boxes, and Scott has already reviewed them and tested them. I have a couple sitting behind me. I got 2 dry boxes with the poly dryer, and I'll be doing a video coming up here very soon. But I think we should draw for one winner right now.
I don't have any poly dryer dry boxes, Jerry. I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't have any.
Yeah, you got a bunch there.
The palette doesn't count.
No, I think it's an urban legend.
Let me give my dog a cracker so it won't bark. But hey, yeah, if everybody on the stream, I'd really appreciate it if you could help me do a countdown from 5. We'll draw a winner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Who's it going to be? Who's it going to be? One lucky winner is going to get a roll of Polymaker filament right now.
I'm actually surprised I got a ticket from a customer. I was about to say
Garuk.
No.
Garuk is the winner. Are you in chat, Garuk? Congratulations.
We had a customer cancel their order for a poly dryer because they said they got another one on like Amazon or something, and they weren't happy with it. It's like, really? I have like 3 of them. They're great, and everybody I've talked to who has them loves them.
Garuk, are you in chat? Say something. He's watching on YouTube. Here he is,
he
right
just
here.
said something.
Awesome.
The biggest problem with people in the dry boxes is they've got too much internet knowledge and not enough practical knowledge, and they think that it's got to be some certain temperature to dry some certain filament, and that's not how it works. And
Garuk, shoot me an email right now, and then I'll get that sent to you later. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, they're a solid design. Like you don't need all the fancy direct temperature because it's not going to be completely accurate anyways for where it's at.
I mean, there's one over here that I'm using right now. It's in screen kind of. I didn't even bother to pull the little tab out of the battery thing on the back of the screen's not even lit up in the damn thing. I know it's working. It dries the filament. So
yeah, apparently they're doing a new version of the little insert screen thing because the first gen had issues.
Yeah, I think about, like I say, I've got 12 of them. At least 6 of them I haven't even pulled the little deal out of, and there's 3 of them right up there that don't even have discount in them. I didn't even
sorry, my camera just went down.
The filament in them, put them on the dryer. So
I'm just trying to fix my camera right now.
Oh, good. Yeah, I put some. I think it was like 3 or 4 year old nylon in it that's just been sitting out in my office, and I put it in there for a day. I kept it in the box, put it on the printer, and it printed perfectly. And I posted it online, and Polymaker's like, yeah, a lot of people don't believe it'll dry nylon. It's like, well, yeah, it does.
I showed
All right,
that.
Garuk, I had your email. Thank you.
On
I got the email.
I mean, for 8 years I used, and I still use it. It's over in the other room. One of the little dehydrator stacking tray things from Amazon that doesn't have any readouts, anything like that. It's an analog dial on there that really doesn't mean anything. It just makes the heat hotter. I've used that for 8 years and it's worked perfectly. I haven't needed to know what temperature it's coming out at. I haven't needed to know what the humidity is inside of it. I haven't needed to know what temperature it's set at. I put the filament in there, I crank it on, and it dries the filament out. When I'm done with it, I put it in a dry box exactly like that right there.
Just the bottom's completely full of desiccant, and I just put it for long-term storage. I just have them set off to the side.
Right there. Same exact thing.
Yep. I put one with a the fittings on there as well. But just for general storage, those things are great. And a big thing of dry silica.
This is the silica that I use. I don't know how well the camera's picking that up, if it's even focusing on it, but there we go.
White silica gel.
Is that a paint can size? It looks like a paint can size.
Yeah, it's a 1 gallon paint can.
Oh, okay. All right.
Oh, here it is.
It doesn't change colors. It doesn't do any of that stuff. It works really good. And, yeah.
Yeah, I got some purple stuff I bought. Zolan referred me to a long time ago that I use in. I put them in my Polymaker spools when I put it in my AMS.
I'm pretty sure this is what Polymaker's going to be using now in their dry boxes.
Yeah, I think it's the same stuff. The white doesn't have any color changing chemicals or anything in it. It's just silica. It just works.
Yeah, every couple of months, pull it out, throw it in the oven.
When I get to a point where one of the dry boxes like that one's empty, I'll just take one of the trays that I've got a piece of screen door mesh cut and lay in for the dehydrator. And I just pour it out into that and slap the lid on and crank it on and let it run for 24 hours and then put it right back in the dry box. And that dry box I was holding up, it hasn't had the filament or the silica dried in it for at least 6 months, and it's showing 15% humidity right now. And my room is 48%.
38% here.
The Bamboo Labs carbon fiber PLA, which has been open to the air, I printed this adapter, and as you can see, it didn't come out too good. So I got to dry out the filament. The filament's brittle to begin with, but I got to dry it out. So when I do my Polymaker video, this will be my first test sample. I'll reprint this showing a before and after, but it didn't come out too good.
Well, carbon fiber itself, when it's not encapsulated, and fiberglass when it's not encapsulated, are hygroscopic. So if you take a filament that's a little bit hygroscopic and you add carbon fiber, glass fiber, and stuff like that to it that's also hygroscopic, then even filament that typically you don't have to dry or is not really affected by moisture will all of a sudden become affected, because it's just the nature of the beast when they start adding that stuff to it. So
yeah,
I'm at 82 degrees and where I'm at right now and 32% humidity.
And I'm on dead batteries.
I'm 82 degrees in here right now, and 40. Well, it's bouncing between 47 and 49.
Mm-hmm.
But on a good note,
I guess I need to go get batteries.
the new Voron's printing. It's finished, completely done.
Heck yeah. 2.4?
Yeah. Let me zoom it here. I'll try to zoom it. It'll let me.
Hey, your interview with Polymaker went real well.
Yeah, that was kind of a last minute deal. They only asked me about 2 hours beforehand if I would do that. So,
what is Nightcore's first name? I don't remember his first name.
I don't remember. I'll be honest with you. I don't remember anybody's first name if it's not part of their username.
Okay, he should show it on screen. I don't know why he doesn't. Then people could call him by name and chat and learn to know who he is, other than just Nightcore.
Hold on a second. I can tell you exactly what it is, because he just
It's
posted
like you
on
work
Facebook.
with somebody. You work with somebody. You go, "Hey, buddy!" Every day you see him, you call him, "Hey, buddy."
It's Joel. Joel is his first name.
Joe.
Joel. Joel. Joel.
Okay, thank you. I'll write that down. Thank you. I have trouble with names.
Yeah, that's the latest 2.4. I've got another one sitting down there on the floor that I need to get started on, but
Thanks, Sam.
There you go. Anyway, it's printing.
Nice.
Yeah, I love my Trident so far.
Well, the Trident's right there. Oh, and I love the Trident too. It prints every day. And the 2.4, that one behind me, is going to replace the K1 Max over here, because the K1 Max is starting to have occasional
Got
issues.
some fiber action going on stainless steel here. Patrick's got something going on.
Yeah, this is by request, customer request. So I'm testing it to get it done. Hold on, focus.
What are you coloring it?
Auto focus. Yeah, testing it. Yeah, it's gonna have color.
Also,
4 different shades.
Scott, you're right about these carabiners. They're just great fidget toys.
Yeah. They and the other great fidget toys, if you haven't printed them yet, are these things right here.
Ooh, yeah, I might try that out with Polymaker's actually going to be sending me a couple of their fiber online to test out as a reseller.
Yeah, so
I get to play with all the filaments you've been playing with. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, like I say, I didn't find out until, and I still have the carabiners right here too. I didn't know until the other day when I was working on a video for Polymaker that the PPS that they had sent us initially, all of us that got the pre-release stuff, was a different formula, and it's like, yeah, that's CF15 that you have, and the new formula is CF10. And I'm like, well, then I got to wait on the new formula to get here so I can redo the test, because
it's like, thanks for invalidating all my testing I've been doing.
One other question for either Sam Prentice or Scott. When I am on Discord and I email Sean and I have a question, is that the 3D Print General Sean, or is that a different Sean?
That's 3D Print General.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep, same Sean.
All right. I interviewed him
Got to
like a
hang-
year and a half ago. I done a one-on-one with him.
Yeah, I got to hang out with him at Rocky Mountain. He was a cool dude. Great guy.
Yeah, he's a great guy. So
Shorter than
very
you
down to
would
earth.
expect.
Yep.
What's that?
I said shorter than you would expect.
You know,
78 and 20%. There. You veterans.
There you go.
We were getting in the car one night in San Francisco to Open Sauce to go have dinner or something, and Sean had made the comment that somebody came up to him at the booth that day and introduced themselves, and that's the comment they had made is that, man, you're a lot shorter than I thought you were. It's like, I'm like, well, I'll be honest with you. I had that thought when I first met you too, but I didn't vocalize it. So I don't, for whatever reason, when I'd seen him on his YouTube channel, I thought he was a 6 foot tall dude.
Yeah.
And,
Trick of the camera there.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself short, so I get around really big people and I look up to them. I'm 5'8", but yeah, he's huge.
This last weekend, I went to Philly and hung out with the Nomad, the positron guy, and we had a discussion about his height versus Mitch. Sorry, Zach.
It's all good now. I'm just got all this cleaned up.
You know the camera
You could print it in lightweight PLA. Print it in lightweight PLA and then put some drone motors on that thing.
Ooh, I would love to do that.
Final Fantasy it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you know,
get these
you
things
know-
out and flying again.
You know, on your cell phone how it says spam call and you don't answer it? For the first time ever, my phone just rang and it said political call. I've never seen that before. So, of course, I hung up.
That's
I've never
different.
seen it. I've never seen them say political call before. So I'm waiting on the shipper to call me when they're going to deliver my RF laser. I thought it was coming Thursday or Friday, and I haven't got a call today, so I don't know. Maybe Monday.
You never know. It could be, the president or Trump or whoever.
No, we don't talk politics.
Yeah, I know. I know. Oh.
If they
It's looking nice, Patrick.
I was going to say, make that screen big again. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's blue. It's just the thing with MOPA color. It just depends on the angle that you're looking at them. So when you get it at the right angle, it'll be blue. The correct angle, not the right angle.
Hi, Puff.
Looks great.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
Red will be next. Then white.
I like somebody's comment about how your name's covering up great on there, so it's just we're making America again. Oh, so now it's going to do red, white, and blue all the way up through there.
Yep. Indeed.
Ow! Hot, hot, hot.
Hi, cat.
I'm relocating my overhead camera so you can see the top of my printer.
All right.
So is it by power or frequency, or what exactly does it use to change the color?
I use different power, different frequency, different speed, line interval, and Q pulse.
All kinds of settings.
Yeah, there's all kinds.
We need to give Tyler his daily reminder.
Oh yes, absolutely. That's why I did. I happened to think about that reminder, and I took a picture of the wallets I had left and posted it the other day, just because I thought it was funny.
Yeah, he made me one, but TSA decided their name, their first and last name matched my first and last name, so they thought it was a cool take.
Ah, that is cool.
Yeah, Sebastian, it says loser, not laser.
I selected the wrong setting. I selected like a yellow for the white.
Oh.
But that's no problem. Fix it.
Now, when you do something like that where you select the wrong color, is there any ability to go back and correct it on that burn, or is that just done?
I would say 90% of the time you can correct it.
Okay.
Happy cat.
I needed a bunch of steel plates like that, so I went to I forget where it was. I went over North Las Vegas, where they do all kinds of steel for all kinds of companies. They cut it up, and I told the guy what I was doing at home, and he had a bunch of scrap, and he let me pick through his scrap bin. I got a couple big pieces, and he cut it on his brake for me into smaller chunks and gave it to me. So that was real nice of him. I guess it's called a brake. I don't know. It's like a giant machine that snaps the metal, you know.
Well, here you go, Jerry. That was your Ziltech filament. Let me get a light on here that'll maybe light this a little better. That was your Ziltech filament that I won, and that was the very first print on that Voron behind me before I enclosed it. And it's not been tuned or anything. This stupid camera won't.
Is it
You
Logitech?
may have to cover your face to get it to focus. Yeah, there we go.
No, it's a DJI Osmo something or another.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, cat.
Yeah, most of their filament prints fine. I have had trouble with certain colors, certain types, but most of it's fine.
Well, and I printed. I don't have any more of them because they've all been stolen by friends and family and coworkers. Those gear flower things. I printed a couple of those in this dual color Ziltech. Turned out absolutely beautiful.
Awesome.
Been really impressed with that filament, but when I got that 2.4 done the other night, I just wanted something PLA to throw on it, so I already had that in a dry box, so I just set it up there on the shelf above it and fed it into it and printed this out in PLA, and it, for a first print, it turned out pretty good. Like I say, I still haven't tuned the printer, and then here was the first print in ABS that I printed after I got the enclosure done on it today, and it turned out fairly decent. There's one line here that's, I'm not really sure what caused that. I might have bumped it, who knows, but now I'm printing a big fidget gear on there. Then I'll proceed to try to tune the printer. So
yeah, when you were on Polymaker, I made a comment about what's the one thing you didn't like out of the food you ate in China. I already knew the answer because you had told me. I just wanted to hear you tell everybody else.
The dog blood. And honestly, had I not known what it was, I would. Well, I'll just say I did continue to eat it until there was no more chunks left in that soup.
Yeah.
But I mean, you know, I've traveled to. I'd have to get my passport out, both my passports, my old one and my new one, and start counting. But somewhere around 70 different countries, and the cultures. That turned out cool.
Oh yeah! As soon as you turned it, it looks amazing.
Yeah, that is cool.
Yeah, you can really see the colors in it.
Hello, Tim DeWitt. How you doing?
Oh, there's a good one.
Hey, DeWitt.
PC Van Lit wants to know what hot end to use them.
That is a Phys-Tech kit that I built exactly as it was shipped to me. So it has a hot end in it called a sailfish.
Cool.
I have no idea what the hell it is. It looks like a heater cartridge off of a bamboo, but it's called a sailfish hot end. So
yeah, they're
that's
all
all I
copying.
know.
bamboo now.
Yeah, it's a square cartridge, and it's got a heater block that it's the little flat heater plate that's held
The
on with
ceramic
a
heater plate, yeah.
Yep. So, but they called it a sailfish. Friend of mine over in Israel, he had another name for it. That somebody it's actually a copy of somebody else's hot end. So anyway, if you look up the FiStech, the most recent release 2.4, that's the hot end that they show there. That's the one it is, because I had to build the.
And we lost him.
Oh, I see what you're saying. It's like a V6 style round heat break or cold zone.
Yeah, the heat break on it's a V6 style, and in fact, the mount that I printed for the stealth burner is just the standard V6 mount with the screw holes in the top, and or whatever they call that mount. It's the one that it's got the 4 screw holes, and that's the mount that worked with it, and it's called a sailfish. I haven't pushed it to see how high a temperature, how high a flow it can get, because it's literally on its. Well, I shouldn't say it's on its third print, because I printed 50 of these little things here in PLA, just regular PLA, the other day with it. So it's had a few prints on it so far, but this is only the second print since I put the enclosure on it. I just finished that up a few hours ago.
Oh, it looks like the bamboo clone hot end heat breaks. So you can put in the replaceable nozzles to have the like CHT style insert.
Okay. Yeah, it's what did he call it? Let me look over here.
Yeah, a lot of the filament I've tried in my Sovol, my SVO8, it doesn't like it and won't print properly, including Polymaker. So I've got to tweak some profiles and get it figured out. There's certain things that will print fine, and other things that under extrudes.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be putting a one of our bamboo hot ends in it.
What's that, Zach?
Jerry, look at.
Oh, I'm just looking at these new holographic transfer sheets that I just got in the mail.
They look really. I've tried those before. They look really cool, but their adhesion is horrible. Like you can get some really cool effects, but as a general build plate,
1 second, Kenny.
Not something I would use.
The one you had before, I've got on the bamboo currently. When I got it in the mail and I took off the plastic, I'm looking at it underneath my fluorescent light, and they look like lightning. No, it's different from that, but similar. It is colors, and it's like little lightning bolts that went flying everywhere, and it messed up my vision. Because when I looked away, I could see like lightning bolts in front of my eyeballs.
Oh, shocking! Sorry.
Good, Kenny.
So, I mean, because you can see my printer. Is that about your speed on the first layer?
Probably, I don't know. Yeah, first layer is always slower.
Triangle Labs TZ hot end is what it is.
Yeah, because that I'm
so Triangle Lab TZ V6 2.0 hot end.
Yeah. They're decent hot ends.
Yeah, that's what was included with the kit. So I had to build it exactly as it was shipped to me, and then I can, when I'm done writing out my opinion of it and what I think needs to be changed on it, then I can do whatever I want with it. So, which that'll be a.
So far, it's
Oh,
quiet.
I thought I had a line up here. This is what's going on it.
You can make me small.
Ooh. The mosquito
That's
magnet.
that's a slice, yeah.
Yeah.
Mosquito.
Yeah, we're doing
Yeah.
one of those on a customer build.
That's what it was going to put on my rat rig.
Yeah, that's what's going on when I'm done with this. But like I say, the whole premise of it is build it exactly as it's shipped and figure out, you know.
That's not
And
fun,
so
is
far, it's been an awesome kit. All the stuff and everything on it was fantastic. The biggest complaint I have is, you know, they include things like an umbilical for the gantry and the 5-inch screen that they include, but they don't include any STL files for mounts for any of this stuff. So you got to figure it out on your own. And when you go to their GitHub and their manual, it just refers you back to the Voron manual, and the Voron manual doesn't tell you how to do that. So
lovely.
What is rotation distance in
got
Clipper?
two.
I'm not familiar with that, but I know about the tuning features in Orca. I need to go through that.
Yeah, it's like steps per millimeter.
Okay.
Yes, that was a cute sociopath cat.
Hey, and you got to remember, there was a bat, about cats, because people, oh, cat, I'm a dog guy. There was a villain, man, with, Austin Powers, James Bond, villains with cats, man.
I love my cats. Puff was here a minute ago.
I used to be a cat guy, but then my son's wife is allergic, and one of his kids is allergic, so I just have dogs now. They don't visit very often, but anyway, I used to have cats.
So Patrick, are you getting ready to color engrave that mug with that what you just were doing there?
No, it's just going to be a regular. Take the powder coat off.
Now, once you can you on those once you take the powder coat off, can you go back and color them like you do regular stainless, or?
Yes, you sure can.
Hey,
Sorry,
I'm away from my mic there. My computer crashed. Otherwise, I already had that done. But yes, you can absolutely color those. And I have a stainless steel tumbler without powder coat that I'm going to use the rotary and try to color it.
Cool.
Make it like the same thing I just did on that stainless steel. So we'll see how that goes.
PC Van, thank you.
Amazing.
Hey, and Patrick, update. How's the recovery going?
It's going pretty well. They were able to get the van replaced, so they got a different van, obviously different. And then State Farm brought them a 30-foot RV a couple days ago. And I think they said in 2 weeks they're going to bring them a 40-foot one that's fully insulated. That way they won't have to worry about winter. Hold on, let me pull up a picture. I'll show you.
I still have that link, Patrick. It's being shared on this stream.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. But it took 3 days, Monday to Wednesday, and the company that was clearing out the land had it totally cleared, leveled, and
ready to rebuild.
Seed already. Yeah, they're going to. There's already been a guy out there going to draw them up a small, nice little house and rebuild.
Were they able to save very many belongings?
Nothing.
Lockbox, titles, things like that, valuables?
I think they had some of that stuff in a safe. Like all the jewelry and stuff was trashed.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much lost everything.
No. This is my parrot.
And still no reason, huh?
No, undetermined.
Wow.
Still undetermined.
So are they still going to go 2-story or 1-story?
I think just 1 story.
Older
one
people,
story,
1 story.
Two bed.
Well,
yeah,
well,
1 story,
I know
2 bedroom.
But it was a 2-story was my point.
Yeah, 1 story, 2 bedroom, open floor plan type deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Ellis tuning guide is a really good one.
Where do I find it? Google it?
Yeah.
I'll send you the link to it, Jerry, because it's right here on my desktop. I use it so much.
Oh, thank you.
But yeah, I'm still amazed that flag survived.
Yep, they kept it too.
Jerry Cooper is asking which bamboo printer would be the best for printing flexible filaments, the Mini or the A1?
I'll just go with the A1. You have
Yeah,
more
me
build
too.
area.
Thank you, Scott.
I mean, with the Bumble P1S, you can print also flexible filaments, but
just don't
it's a
run
bit
it through the
more work
AMS.
to get through. Yes.
I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
You can run 95 and even 90 through the AMS, but you have to lie to it. You can't tell it that it's TPU.
Yeah, it'll
it
yell
won't
at you.
allow you to. It won't allow you to run it.
Slow. Where is it? Is it?
Well, that's taking forever to do that first layer. Of course, that's a big bed too, though.
Oh, here's a picture I want to share real quick. It's on Facebook from Halcyon Lasers on their Facebook group. Somebody shared this. This is a work of art. This is just so amazingly beautiful. Check this out.
Wow.
Oh yeah, I've seen that. Yep.
Let me go back to the beginning here.
Ooh.
Oh, and I got my happy birthday out to Leo today.
Check that out.
That's just unbelievable. The level of detail is.
Yeah.
I'll get there. I'll get there.
So the lasers that Jerry and Patrick and you guys have, those will do that type of stuff, correct?
50 watt JPT MOPA or above. If you have anything any smaller, it would take forever. You want to add to that, Patrick?
Yes. I had my big coin. I don't know where I put it. I'll find it.
My 120 should do it with ease.
Patrick is a fiber laser guru, and me and Kenny are learning a lot from Patrick.
Exactly. Mine's right back there in the corner.
Sorry.
Once I get a laser, I'll be bugging him a lot.
My rates are reasonable.
Yeah, Kenny's right next to his hat.
Yeah, I see it there.
All right, let's see.
Now, what wattage is yours, Kenny?
120.
Okay, Jerry, I have. I thought I was. Yeah, I'm on the screen. All right.
Jerry has a 60.
So there's one picture, and that's from the side.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
So yeah, everything is a total loss. So off to the right is my brother's house, like directly across the street. So this next picture I'm going to show you was taken from his yard. So basically it'll be facing those bay windows that you see there. That's what it looks like now.
Oh wow,
that's completely leveled.
Completely gone. So
Watch
like
every
right here,
episode of excellent.
right there was the bay window, and over this area here was the garage right here.
That is a lot.
What are you going to do with the property?
They're going to build another house on it.
And
rebuild.
I know, but are you going to improve on the fire safety or anything?
Yeah, it'll be a new house.
Yeah, I know, but you can make houses what can withstand fire, you know. So you might have to take the inside and clean it out, you know.
The original house that was there was built like in the 20s.
Yeah.
Whenever I was at my late
different
teens,
material, different time.
Remodeled that house and added additions and gutted the place, redid stuff, but it was still the all original construction and the wood slat walls.
I had an aunt and an uncle in Nebraska or in Missouri, Mound City, Missouri. He had built this beautiful little one-story house, and years later, the house wound up burning down. I come to find out after the fact that when he done the wiring above some ductwork in one of the rooms, he had used an extension cord when he wired something. Throughout the years, that extension cord eventually dry rotted, shorted out on top of that AC duct, and that's what caused the fire that burnt the house down.
Wow. I think
Marie, hello.
Maybe you should print a 3D printed house out of concrete.
Yeah,
that might be an idea to look into.
You got a lot of money, you're young.
There. I mean, I don't think it could be more than a normal house. I mean, all you really need is that machine and make sure the cement keeps not clogging the system,
You still got to drywall it and frame out a lot of it in order to put your walls up, so it'd be a huge expense.
No, you don't need to drywall it. I've seen 3D printed homes where they didn't put no drywall inside. All what they do is put some more cement on to smooth it out, and then that was it. And maybe,
You insulate it with spray foam and use the fire retardant spray foam, something like that.
Yeah, because they even make like little spaces in between, so you have a line going here and a line going there, and once the house is to the top, somebody sprays the spray foam in all around, and then put like a small little metal sheet down and a form, and then just pour it. I'm not sure how they do the top, but I know some houses they literally go like up and then they go slowly up and then connect to the top. So,
yeah, I'm not sure what this is. But they've got a good builder that's going to build the new house, so that they should be in good shape.
LaserMaker Con, Patrick. I didn't realize those videos weren't on YouTube, but I mentioned it to Rich, and so I went to a proper channel. I got the free ticket. I seen a few videos, and then they expired on me. I watched Rich's, and then another guy's was dressed up like Santa Claus.
I didn't watch any of it.
If I wanted to save any of them, I could have opened up OBS and taped the screen. That way, I could have saved it to my hard drive.
Yeah, could have.
Question, Patrick: how long is the expected build for the house? Do you know?
They don't know yet, since they don't know quite what model house or what floor plan or whatever they're going to go with. But hopefully it can get done by, I think they said hopefully before the end of the year.
Probably 2-3 months building.
Yeah, I honestly have no idea.
Well, let us know. I mean, I know some of the 3D printed homes can be printed in less than 3 days, and also you can move almost in after 7 days.
Wow. There's nobody 3D printing homes in this area.
There's been stick-built homes built in 24 hours. If you guys have seen the videos, I wouldn't want to live in any of them because they do the dirt work, the plumbing, the concrete, the roofing, everything within 24 hours. That's just, they haven't done it in years, but there used to be a lot of contests going on back in the day where they put a house up really fast.
I would prefer a properly built house over a 3D printing home. Don't get me wrong, they're cool, but
wait for technology to be proven first.
Yeah.
You don't want layer separation a couple years down the road.
No, that's bad.
It's like, we're trying this new untested concrete on it. It's like,
but aren't they not spraying for that type of problem the same stuff what they use in like tunnels? When they spray this the cement all around it to literally harden it, and don't they spray that in the inside of the house and outside of the house to even make it further stronger? That's
There's
what
a
I'm saying.
million.
That's why I
sites out
saw
there.
something like that.
There's a million sites out there for laser engraving files.
Mm.
You know, you can go to Etsy, and that's just one where you can buy things. There's millions of them out there. There's too many to list. Do you have any favorites you like to go to, Patrick?
I mean, some of the best design I think are like the block
Free
designs.
or
Probably paid sites. I would say most of them are paid sites.
well, Rich's site is a good one, printandcutfiles.com.
Hey, Steven.
Hey, Stephen Poole.
Hey, Steven.
Hey, Steven.
Hey, Steven.
And I see tonight you guys are on at 6 p.m. Pacific rather than 5:30. Bumped it back a half hour.
Oh, did he? I didn't even see that.
Yeah, well, that's what I seen this morning, unless it changed again. It said 6 p.m. Pacific. And that'll be the Laser Maker's Realm, Light Source Engraving,
Matthias,
Belly,
here is a
Alexa,
reminder
cancel.
from Louise.
Alexa,
Take
cancel.
your
Sorry, that was my Alexa reminding me.
And then Jeremy's channel is... What's the name of Jeremy's channel?
HTL Customs.
HTL Customs. All three will be multi-streaming on 4 channels.
Yep,
I'm their
9
guest,
p.m.
so I won't be multi-streaming it.
9 p.m. Eastern.
So, has anyone here played with NFC chips by any chance?
I've done a few things for like the Nintendo Switch where you can like scan for what are they called? The amiibos. Just getting the chips. Like I've done that before and they work pretty well, but I haven't tried anything else like unlocking doors and whatnot.
I've done that. Sorry, that was my bird. That's why I muted so much.
Oh, good. Yeah, because I got a whole bunch of them that I'm putting inside a bunch of maker chips.
Oh, that should be fun.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So I'm designing a whole bunch of maker chips for different content creators.
Hey, I recognize that one.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'd
damn.
go on one too.
Yep. And then the maker hive here in Elkhart, I ordered a 0.2 nozzle. So hopefully I can get better detail in here. But yeah. QR codes work, but. And then I'm going to be doing that for Aspen Dental. I got them as a client. Making these giant displays for them.
Yeah, that came out great.
That's I mean, ace. That's ace. That's very clean.
Strange voices, how are they when it comes to filament waste? Yeah.
How they come when it comes to the maker chips. So filament waste, if you're just doing one, it's not worth it. It really is not worth it. Now, if you're doing a bunch of them, I can fit 24, 26 on a build plate, and then your filament changes just go over.
Yeah, same exact amount of waste, you're just doing multiples.
Yep.
Hey, Jerry, I got to run. Everybody, good to talk to you.
Hey,
have a
take
good
care,
Saturday.
Patrick. Talk to you later.
All right.
Have a great day.
See you guys later.
See you, Patrick.
All right. See you tonight. Hopefully.
Have fun, stay crazy.
Later on.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's very knowledgeable about his lasers. I mean, wow. What he does is amazing.
The problem I have is I have too many hobbies. I know a lot about 3D printing. I know a lot about resin, a little about CNC, and I know quite a bit about diodes, and I'm learning about fibers. And now I've got an RF laser, which will be similar to a CO2. So I just got too many hands in the fire doing too many things. I don't concentrate on any one thing. I jump around.
Well,
and
at least you're not raising 2 kids and You're a pharmacist.
Yeah, I raised one kid. I was a single parent most of my life. Raised my son, but that's before 3D printing. Then I was a gamer for a long time. Then as soon as I got into 3D printing, I quit playing games. I don't play them very often, so I'm busy with other projects.
I used to play games.
I don't know where he finds the time, man.
I just turned 60 and I forget a lot. A lot of stuff I learned. It's like I knew a lot about my clipper on my hypercube, and I had different people help me get it set up. But then my hypercube has been sitting for almost a year. I haven't touched it. It's 400 by 400 by 500 build volume. I want to put linear rails on it and upgrade a lot of stuff, but I just got too many different things going on. So I just kind of juggle around, and I don't finish a lot of things I start.
I used to play Halo 4, the last game I played, and I really retired afterwards because I was playing in the competition, like out of 1 million people, and I came up to top 29 players and rank. There were 3 ranks: first rank, second rank, and third rank. I achieved to the first rank 29th place or 28th place was it? I'm not sure. It was a long time ago. And yeah.
Filmix, I think that's what it's called. Hello, how you doing today?
I think it was called Halo Infinity Challenge.
Man. What was the last video game I played?
I was actually playing Skyrim VR before I joined the stream.
I got 2 VR headsets.
What's up?
Factorio was the last game I played.
I really date myself here.
Elite Dangerous in VR.
Yeah. I don't like VR. I get too engrossed in it and it takes me too long to get out. Jeez, come on, buddy. But I'm going to date myself here. I used to be ranked. I drove out to Rhode Island once as a teenager and competed at Unreal Tournament 2004 and got first place.
Oh, nice.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I had to stop because my coordination started to slow down because my eyes, and because I'm getting older. So I'm just saying, I'm just gonna slow down a little bit with it because I played first person shooters, and it's literally very fast movements and all that compared to, let's say, World of Tanks.
I got everybody.
This kind of slow movements.
All 7 people. I got you guys in order by what I think your age is. Tor being the youngest. I think I got you guys right. You'll have to tell me.
Oh,
32
yeah.
now?
We got the old part down on the bottom.
30.
I know. I do feel like it.
Hold on a minute, Jerry.
How old do you think I am, Jerry?
Let's go by how many birthdays everybody's had.
That's a trick question because of what?
Well, it's not a trick question. Get your calendar out, look at February this year, and then look at February next year, and tell me what's different.
Oh, are you a leap year baby?
Leap year.
Yep. Don't tell me to act my age. I will.
Yeah.
I had a friend in junior high that was leap year baby, and we always made fun of him.
Yeah, I knew one. I knew one person in Germany. They were actually twins, I think. Those 2.
Yeah, I used to play Battlefield a lot.
Yeah, and I have a guy that works for me, and his birthday's the exact same date and year as mine. So,
wow.
Hey, that's rare.
I have a car that has
is excellent. Yes, I prefer first person shooters.
Dreams Dwight, I wish I was only 7, but let's try 14.
I have a car that has a calendar in it, and it has a leap year bug. So every 4 years, I have to adjust the date. Otherwise, it gets up to like February 85th.
Tor, how old are you?
32 and 7 months now.
Zach, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Oh. I'm not the youngest here.
Matt, how old are you?
45.
Rob.
Really? He's 45. I'm 37. You have me older than him?
And Scott, you're in your 40s, but on what, 49, 50?
Well, I wish, Jerry. Thank you. Thank you. I'm 56.
All right. And I'm 60. Kenny is 65, 64. I don't know. 60, you're at least 62, right?
I'm 66.
Okay. All right.
You didn't ask a gentleman his age.
All right.
4
and
years from 70.
Jamie, that usually drops in with us, that does some amazing resin printing and painting. I guess she tripped and fell, and she got hurt her shoulder pretty bad, and her face is all skinned up really bad, and big old welt on her head. It appeared, and that's why she's not joining us. So she's trying to recover.
Yeah, please get better soon. Get well.
Everybody in chat, how old are you guys? I'd like to, and ladies, men and women, I'd like to hear from you. Stephen Poole is 56.
Man, I feel young now.
By the way, with the Olympics going on, because we kept talking Olympics when we were first signing on this morning, who's been there to Paris?
Who's been to Paris?
Yeah.
Oh, JRT knows the meaning of life.
Paris Air Show, 1987. I actually got to walk through a Concorde on display.
And Stephen Dial is a number what you can't, divide.
So Kenny,
Kind of hard to put everybody. I'll just read them.
Kenny, you were you went to Paris the year I was born.
Nice.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hello, Sergio.
Hey, Sergio. How are you doing?
Sergio, sign in so you can save me and you'll be at the bottom. If I just flip me off.
Hey, come on. We all get old, and
I feel
fine.
Fine every day, but when I first get out of bed, if there was a fire, it's going to take me a minute. I got to get up, and I'm stiff, and stand up, and all that, and then I wake up. But
I barely sleep. I have insomnia and all that, and I'm happy when I get 2 hours solid sleep.
I used to go to the gym after I retired, but as soon as I had surgery in 2019, I felt I could no longer go to the gym because I've got a scar straight down my stomach where I used to have a belly button. It's about a foot long, and it's a great big hernia. So there's nothing I can do with my stomach muscle.
Out of curiosity, did anybody hear that cackling a second ago?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering how sensitive my microphone is with my bird. So that answered my question.
Okay.
Well, I have my fidget stuff here on my desk, and apparently this was picking it up real well because PC Van Vliet didn't appreciate the.
I love the sound of that filament. I can't wait to play with it.
So
I'm so happy. Sorry.
Here's my fidget toy.
I'm happy
get
my
some more CMYK.
camera hasn't froze.
This one's
So I have those there too. Oh,
yours sound better though because you got the fancy stuff.
Sure.
actually, these just sound like plastic, and this one right here is.
Not that
This
loud.
is printed in the PPS, but it doesn't have a metallic sound to it.
It's just those thinner parts.
Yeah, and this right here is printed in the PET carbon fiber. Actually, this is the PPS. It's a little higher pitched, and then this is the PET. It's a little lower pitched. And then, of course, there's that. So yeah, I have 2 new spools of the PPS coming. It'll be the new formula, and I will reprint the test stuff on that, and redo the tests and see how it comes up.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I should be getting the new formula to try out.
Red translucent ice crystals.
That's cool.
Yep.
Is that PETG?
It has no, this is resin.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the camera doesn't do it justice, but it has subsurface scattering.
You need to print it in blue purple, and then you can make a StarCraft reference.
Yeah. So I have this new resin I want to try out. I'm Surtech smoky black. I want to try out.
Tech makes great resin. It prints very nice.
They make great filament as well. That's what this is.
It's a pour and go type resin. Shake it up real good, pour it and print. You don't have to go in and tweak all your settings. At least I never had.
Hey, Sam Prentice, if you're listening, come and join us.
He was in chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here.
Yeah, I know, but
I like their Tenacious Blue, mixing it with my matte gray. Adds that extra bit of like I can throw it at someone's face. I mean, pass it to someone's face.
Did you anneal your PPS CF?
I do not.
I have not. I mean, I've annealed some of it when I was testing it, but this piece here and the carabiners and that aren't annealed. I didn't, at least in the tests that I've done with it so far, I didn't see a measurable difference between being annealed and not annealed. Now I am building a new testing rig. It's just a heated chamber. It'll have 2 heater units in it that are PID controlled, and inside there's a structure. And I'll be printing out test pieces and then hanging these 200-gram weights from them, and then slowly increasing the temperature and seeing. You know, there is no test standard for this. This is another one of them that I'm just doing it in my head. But like I say, it's just I'm building it out of 2020 and some ACM panels, and then like I say, I'll just use 2 heater units in there, and then I'll print some test pieces that clamp into a fixture, and then these will hang at a measured distance on there, and then heat it and see where they bend at, and then have ones that aren't annealed and ones that are annealed, and see if there's any difference
in
there.
your dreams. I'm already taken. I told you that.
Montana Maker $9.99. Thank you very much, my friend. I got a button for that. Thank you, sir.
Awesome super chat.
Hey,
Very
Matt.
cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
How about I ship you a bikini and you can wear it?
No, but I know a person. He's right in the chat called the real Sam Prentice.
It says, tempt me, wear something special every day.
I think if you want, I can give you Sam's address. He lives somewhere in England.
Actually, have Sam's signature is part of.
Oh, really? Are you sure?
Let me see where it's at. You know, I'd love to get all of your guys' signatures sometime.
Nice.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Once this gets filled up with signatures, I'm going to print another one and just keep getting signatures of different makers and everyone, and have this mounted on a panel and have all these cogs rolling just in the background.
Sam, if you want,
because this is like
very nice.
Sorry, I was
all good.
Sam, you know, some of the pictures you post, you know, you actually can triangulate from the sun by the Earth's rotation and certain other things, you know, in the sky where you are actually located.
Does she buy you very often, Rob?
Sorry. I haven't been home a lot lately. I took last weekend off too. So poor Grammy boy has been he's confused now why I'm talking so loudly and authoritatively when no one else is here. But he's been a little lonely for a while, so he's really like wanting attention.
Lovey-dovey, yeah.
Yes, he talks.
Gonna get him a partner?
No. He actually, unfortunately, sometimes thinks that I am his partner. That's why I had to put him back earlier.
Turn your chair. He's behind your logo.
Okay.
Other way. There you go.
It's a sweetie boy. He's just been, I haven't had enough time to spend with him lately, so I'm really trying to spend more time with him because he's such a sweetie. He needs it.
Yeah, my dog is really needy too. She always wants to be petted. And then the cat comes over and, one left, one right. Like mad.
Rob, you ever watch Craigslist Hunter on YouTube?
Nope.
Yeah, he's basically he's got a store in I think the Chicago area, but he's got a cat and a parrot. Actually, he's got two. So yeah, but yeah, check him out sometimes. Craigslist Hunter.
Okay, I might do that. I've got a cat too.
But yeah, he's got a cat and two parrots.
Yep, I've got a cat and a parrot. Yep.
Yeah, and he's a really nice guy. I think he's Polish. But he's a buy, sell, trade type store. And he just captains what he does. That's his channel, buy, sell, trade. I would love to check out his store.
What was that, Kenny?
I said I would love to check out his store. But again, Craigslist Hunter on YouTube.
I'm really happy with this guy. He's a rescue. And he wasn't let out of his cage or handled until I got him at 17 years old. So
wow.
I always wanted a parrot, but every time I looked, they were like way out of my reach.
They take a lot of work, and parrot does certain parrots you have to keep in pairs because otherwise they keep you eat. Some parrots eat that basically rip the feathers out because they're distressed and not getting attention, or they're looking for a mate, or there's so many possibilities when a parrot can go mad, and start tearing itself apart.
So Sam, if I just write Matt German, London on here, and
yeah, London. I don't live in London.
Put a bunch of posts
so what is
on it, drop it in the mailbox. Will it get to him? Because I see Sam wants me to ship this to you, Matt.
Please don't.
Trevor with Navarre 3D, which has a store in Florida.
I'll even throw in.
Hey, if you want to send me something, send me your bamboo.
I'll even throw in diamond dazzle sticks for you.
No.
I'll put it right in the package here with it. Here.
No,
just
not
go ahead
buyable.
in private messages over there. Put your address on there, and I'll get this off to you in the mail tomorrow morning.
No.
I'll even ship it DHL.
Trevor with Navarre 3D had a bunch of equipment that he bought. He's going to start his own filament line. I'm not sure if he has a partner or not, and at some point he'll be selling on Amazon. But he sent me a bunch of pictures, so I'll show you his equipment.
Hey, you could send this to a place. I can tell you in the private chat.
Okay.
I don't want to mention that name, otherwise it would be not good.
He's got quite an investment. 2 stores and all this equipment.
Yeah, I'm not sure where this is all set up at, but I don't know. I'm sure it cost a few $100,000. I don't really know, but
I would think that would be at his store because that thing seems pretty huge.
Yeah,
Like
it looks at least like 50 meters.
This is not at his store in the strip mall, no.
No, not the strip mall, the other one.
The other one is inside a mall, and that's an old GameStop, so it wouldn't be there either.
Wait, they're both in a mall?
One is strip mall. See out
That
front,
one,
that's a strip mall where you got about
Okay.
10 businesses. And we've
Okay.
already, I'll show you the video on the store.
because every time
Here's
I
a
walk
job.
around, it seems
This is
pretty
a job
big.
here he was doing for an air base. I'm not sure why, but something here he's putting for an air base.
Yeah. Probably
He hasn't
display.
been in chat today. And that's for some kind of, I'm not sure, something coming up. I'm not sure what those printers are for.
Man.
He usually drops in chat. He used to come on screen a lot, but he's been really busy.
Hey, he's a businessman.
Well, I'm going to bounce out because I'm going to start running the milling machine over here, and it's going to get really loud in here. So,
all right. Well, I appreciate coming on. Keep up the great work. I'll keep sharing them out for you, trying to help your channel grow.
yeah, I appreciate it. So, it's
Hey, have a good one. Nice seeing you again.
good. I've got the new filament, the new formula arriving, and then I've got some comparisons that I'm getting ready to start doing, like between Polymaker and KVP, on their, ABS to ABS and that sort of stuff. So anyway, you guys take care and try to catch up to you next week.
Good seeing you,
Take
Scott.
care, buddy. Yep. Later.
Hey. Peace. Stay crazy.
So Jerry, I went up to Philly last weekend because it's near where the Nomad lives, and he and I hung out and did positron and baby belt stuff. I actually even did a stream with him in person. But I was joking with him. I didn't realize we're talking about stature and size of people. He said he's about a half an inch taller than Mitch, which I wouldn't have guessed.
Who was half an inch taller?
What was that?
Who is half? I know Mitch is real short. Who's a half inch taller?
The Nomad that does the positron printer.
Oh, okay.
You know that upside down printer?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, I went up and actually walked along the New Jersey with him yesterday. The battleship. That was fun.
Yeah, I invited Mitch to come today, but he said he had to work.
Oh, does Mitch live really near you?
No, I invited him online. Everybody's an online friend.
Oh, okay.
I wish a lot of you guys lived in Vegas and you could come hang out. That'd be cool, but you don't. So.
It's not enough.
Oh yeah.
I still have to swing by Sergey's sometime if he still has his dry filament heaters. It's been like 6 months. Filament dryers. I feel bad. So.
Yeah.
How's your bit? I know you do PC repair. Your business. How's that coming along? You keeping busy?
My gosh, I was slammed. Yesterday, I think I worked 13 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Nomads is a really cool guy. I really enjoyed hanging out with him over the weekend. But no, I've been working 50, 60-hour weeks lately with my job.
Mm-hmm.
It's been crazy. All the people from out of town are coming in because I'm in a seasonal shore area with lots of vacation stuff. So we get slow seasons and busy seasons just based on when people take vacations. I know.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm stepping up my game too. I've been started reliably being able to do. I could have, Sergey. You're right. In the comments. I've been doing component level repairs now on laptop motherboards and stuff like that. Which is
when I first got into computers in like 1990 or 91, a hard drive was basically $1 a meg. So if you wanted 255 meg hard drive, it would cost you about $250.
Yep.
I remember those days. I remember when the first Xbox console came out, the original, it only had barely like 3 gigabytes on it, and then the later versions I think had like 5 gigabytes on it. I mean, today's Xboxes they have like thousands or 2,000s,
What was it? The Red Ring of Death that used to kill those original?
Yeah,
original
360. Yeah, but only
I remember
with a
seeing an ad in
certain
a magazine. I remember seeing an ad in a magazine that repaired them, and I mailed it off to them to repair it. And when I got it back, I took it apart to see what they did. We had cardboard and black duct tape in it. It looked like a professional ad, but whoever repaired it obviously done it at their home, and it looked like it cut up a cardboard box and had black duct tape, and it worked. But had a heating problem. They fixed it.
Yeah, no, I when I talk about component level repair, I mean like liquid spills or like the computer won't turn on anymore. I don't reball. I don't have screens and stuff like that for solder paste or the time. But if a computer won't turn on, or something like that, I'll hit all the test points and work my way through with the multimeter, figure out what's shorted, typically a surface mount cap, and take it off, that kind of thing.
The original, I'm not sure about 30. I know you were able to modify them to a bigger hard drive, but I know the first generation of original Xbox, the black one with the X on top, they mostly didn't have bigger than like 5 gigabytes, as far as I know. Or mine were like that.
Yeah, no, you can upgrade the hard drives in them and upgrade the firmware on it, and you can have it rip the games right onto the Xbox.
Yeah.
Reality is an issue with that, but
yeah, my thing is I was doing ripping, but only my own video discs, right? What I bought originally, and then basically run modifying codes to modify the game. So I was actually doing my own type of levels, and it was what was it called? I did it for Halo 1 and Halo 2. I started doing for Halo 3, but I kind of got bored of it. Other thing came in between, let's say it this way. And I worked on an AI program on there.
You're not allowed.
Well, Kenny, what are you printing with what type of filament?
That's regular black PLA, like some no name, and I'm trying the top hat. Those are top hat pieces.
Basically, what I was
from that designer we were talking about, that European guy.
Nadir?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's in pieces because I pulled it up and it's I guess you just snap it together.
The top hat guy goes on it's a spacer, goes on the top rail, and then you put your lid on top of that. That way, when you're having an enclosed printer, the Z-axis can go all the way up, and the wires and everything won't run into the glass. It gives you extra space.
And that is a flying gantry because it's like a Voron.
One of the modification programs I used was Dot.
Now it's starting to speed up.
And with that, certain versions depends who created it. Also, I made my own version of it. I was able to take out the people and I exchanged the people for the people I wanted, the computer generated enemies and all that, and even were able to change my character to any character I wanted. Also, I could make custom weapons and sorry.
What do you think about that enclosure tour? I don't think with high temp filaments like ABS, you should be exhausting out all the hot air.
If you look in the corner there, right next to right here, that's the plug for the fan. It's not even plugged in.
Is it just me, or was his audio garbled, or is it my internet?
His audio.
I think he's on a mobile phone. That's why it's goggly, because you mostly have to go back out and back in again, or log onto a computer for best connection.
I don't think he's on a mobile phone.
No,
I'm on a mobile phone.
Yeah, I mean, it was interesting doing all.
Sorry, say it again, Tor. I didn't hear what you said. I don't think the fan should be there to suck out the hot air.
When I design like filter systems for printers, It's recirculating the air that's already inside.
So the fan is blowing in. I can't understand you. Your mic's cutting out too much.
Yeah. Yeah, I was doing all sorts for Halo. I was also in a member of like a group, and we basically helped each other to build levels or work on code and all sorts we did, and it was very interesting. I did this for like 4 or 5 years, I think, and yeah, I mean, literally, I was creating flying cars and and anything was possible, if you know how to do that stuff, like
PC.
no gravity.
Ladies and gentlemen, we've got Sergio, HVAC A to Z. What's up, Sergio?
Oops. Uh-oh. I did something. What's up, guys?
How you doing?
What'd you do?
My X1C is down.
Oh, no. What's wrong?
After 2 years, almost to the date, my heat bed finally crapped out. I have the new heat bed, but I couldn't put it in because when I went to the wiki to get the instructions on putting it in, this is a version 3, so I need to change the AC board also.
Wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
But
But
I'm
yeah,
waiting
PC
for the
van.
AC board. It's already ordered.
PC van. Those parts inside the enclosure are PLA that they ship with stock, and I was really not happy about that.
Okay, so it is built out of PLA
print,
parts, right?
Yeah,
The
within
molded-
one print, they warped.
The mold injection, though, that should take the temperature just fine, though.
Yeah, that's the injection molded stuff is fine. It's the PLA parts they sent in, and they even call it out in the guide that they're PLA parts.
The whole cable chain, or what else is there?
It's the attachment points for the cable chain.
Okay.
But they sent me the parts, and I told them, like, I'll reprint it, but I'm not happy about reprinting it because it's a $180 kit. They shouldn't be PLA parts sent out, and I shouldn't have to reprint them after one use of the printer.
Yes.
Yeah.
And talking about the exhaust fan, let's go. I couldn't hear you before when I was asking about the exhaust fan. You're sucking all the
it's
hot
not
air
even
out.
talking.
Okay.
I'm designing for one of our customers. We're doing custom build for him, converting a CR10 S5 into a Core XY, and he wants a filter system. So I'm going to be designing a multi-state filter with like a carbon or a HEPA filter and some carbon and things like that.
Okay.
And it's going to recirculate the air inside and not vent it out or pull in from the outside or anything like that.
Okay.
Halo 2 and Halo 1, normally you had to play on split screen if you wanted to play with another player, but we were able to do a multi-link into the system, and were able to play on one Xbox and that Xbox Halo 1 and Halo 2 campaign. And campaign version only was introduced after Halo 3. Then you were able to play with other people campaign together. But Halo 2 originally, I think, was made for online multiplayer campaign levels, but they never initiated, I guess. But the code was there as far as we've seen, part of it, but not finished.
What have you been up to, Sergio? How's it going?
Oh man, I'm just glad this heat wave for now broke because we were going nuts. I mean, we had to work weekends. We were working weekends, and I had my guys out till late at night. I mean, they were working their tails off. That's how busy we were.
Because the power goes so high up in Vegas in the summertime, I set my thermostat at 80 instead of like 78. And my power bill from May to June went from $169 to $370. And I'm trying to conserve. And I hate to think what the bill's going to be this month coming up or this next month. It's going to be, I know it's going to be even higher than that.
I got my power bill the other day, $442.
Wow.
And
Hey,
that's
Chris,
from not printing as much.
And I got a bone to pick against Nest. We set ours because I got panels to make up for the difference, on my power bill. So we set, being our age, we set it at 76. So, but sometimes I'll go in the hall and the damn thing will be on rush hour at 80. That's what they call it on a Nest, rush hour.
You're gonna have to opt out of that. I opted into it because they said they were gonna do a $50 off on my bill. I haven't seen that $50 off, so I'm turning that off.
last month's bill here was $459.
Wow.
Ow!
Where are you?
Silver Spring, Maryland.
Maryland?
Maryland.
Yeah. Today is the first day that it's been under 90 degrees, when most of this month has been like 105 plus.
If they don't come off easy by hand, I use pliers and crush them. And
Those
there's
are
been
really
so
nice.
many times I wish I wore gloves where I hurt my fingers on prints removing.
I love tree supports.
I'm used to freeing my fingers, especially with my main job. I make dentures, so I handcraft a lot of stuff. Actually, I got a set up here.
I wish we were related. I need dentures. And I don't have any insurance to cover it.
And if I get in person, I can make you some. I handcraft every pair. Trying to get the location to making digital, but we're having a few issues with tensile strength with them. Because these are some 3D printed ones I did with the sprint race system.
Around 12 years ago, I had my dentist. They did an impression on my mouth for dentures, and I told him I was into 3D printing. He gave me all the necessary files that I could use if I had the correct program to make them. But at the time, I still had some bottom teeth that would affect it, so I couldn't get a full dentures because I don't have an impression with the bottom teeth not there.
That's one thing I don't miss is that shit string in my mouth. Okay, now you got to sit there for 5 minutes and don't move.
Yep. I love it.
And if your nose gets plugged up, you instantly die because you can't breathe because you got all that goo in your mouth.
You don't instantly die. You just puke over the DAs, which luckily I don't have to deal with that. I'm in the lab.
Yeah, the only thing I got in my mouth the only thing I got in my mouth right now is 2 titanium studs.
Zach, wait.
I'm not wearing my bottom dentures. After January, because the VA is way behind with dental, after January, I get my uppers put in. My upper, that's why I'll start wearing teeth again, because I can't just wear my bottom and not my upper.
Yeah, it messes with your occlusion, and then also, actually, you said you have titanium implants?
Yep, right there.
Okay, you have 2 on the lowers, any on the upper?
Mm-hmm. Nothing on the uppers are going in after January because the VA as far dental is way behind.
Okay. Yeah,
the Vegas VA put it this way: they handle part of the inland part of California, Arizona, Utah for the Vegas VA. So that's why.
I love pistachios, but I can't eat nuts anymore. I can't chew them.
I know, and I've got ghost pepper nuts. I want to try.
My brother-in-law tells me to put them in a grinder, a coffee grinder, and eat them with a spoon. I don't want to grind up pistachios and eat them with a spoon. The fun is eating.
Might as well eat peanut butter.
Yeah, well, I do. I eat peanut. Oh, and all my life I've eaten chunky peanut butter, but because I don't have very many teeth, I had to go to smooth years ago. Because I can't chew the peanuts.
I mean, I can still.
I hate to say this. I hate to say this, but they go out the same way they go in. So anyway.
Oh no.
So Sergio, I have a question for you. I used to live in Northern Virginia, and we would always make jokes about anytime anybody was a bad driver that they had to be from Maryland.
Oh, gee, we say the same things about I say the same thing about people from Virginia. Oh my God! I hate going into Virginia. I'm serious. It's a nightmare. The things people, but you know, even here, I mean, I run across them all the time, and I know some of you have heard this before. When I was a cop in BC, they named me Poison Pen because I would write tickets left and right. Back then, man, every son of a gun who drove like an idiot, I would stop him and write him a ticket. Oh yeah.
And you guys are talking to the choir because you're talking to Jerry and me, and we're in an very international city. You know, Vegas, very international. They drive like all types of ways here.
When I retired, I wanted to buy a nice Harley and ride. I've ridden bikes most of my life, but I can't because too many people run stop signs or texting, and I wouldn't be on a live stream right now if I would have bought another Harley 11 years ago because somebody would have killed me by now.
Yeah, I've been hit by cars twice riding around on my electric longboard.
Hey Kenny, you got to remember something. This is the Washington metropolitan area. You talk about visitors from everywhere and international. This is the place.
Yeah.
True.
How long you were a police officer?
Excuse me?
You were a police officer, right?
I was.
Yes.
Retired 10 years now.
Cool.
So for 30 years. And in 30 years, let me tell you, I wrote a lot of tickets. But what you were talking about, geez, now you made me lose my
international town drivers.
Right, but we also have the international, people from India, whatever, because we have all the embassies here.
The diplomats.
We got those
right.
here too.
The diplomats and their families, and you can see it because they all have the diplomatic tags, so you know who they are. And I'm telling you, man, my brother had a saying. Well, I better not. That would not be good. That would not sound right.
After being
was terrible. Every time he came down here, oh my God.
I know everywhere is different, but after being a police officer in New York for 30 years, is it true that there's quotas you have to meet and write so many tickets a month? They need more money for that.
In DC, no, in DC, I was in DC, but no, you are expected to do your job, and if you never write a ticket,
something's wrong.
Your sergeant's going to question you. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you need to write some tickets to show that you're working, that you're doing something. Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're really no quota.
And I love how I see people get pulled over, and the first thing they do is start yelling and cussing at the cop and making it worse. Simply do what you're told, be polite, and things will go easier. Don't make it worse and automatically argue and fight and yell and scream. Just do what you're told.
Like the Chris Walker video. Everybody's seen the Chris Walker video.
Oh yeah.
If the police...
That is so true. When I saw that, man, I was going like, oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I went out to my wife. When was this? I don't know, like 10 years ago. We went out to eat, and I had a brand new Toyota Tacoma, dark tinted windows, and I'm in a rural part in my part of town, and a cop kind of pulls up behind me, or I don't remember what he did. There's two lanes. He kind of pulled up behind me, and he kind of, I don't remember if he beeped his horn or what he did, but I was doing like 5 over the speed limit. So anyway, I backed it off to the speed limit, which 5 over don't mean nothing anywhere. And I got out of the rural area, and I got down onto Nellis, headed to Samstown. And I knew that the cop was still behind me. So I knew something was up, and I don't want to be pulled over remotely because you never know what can happen if nobody's around. And then when I got down to Nellis, where it's highly populated and a lot of traffic at night, I got pulled over. So as I pulled over, I rolled down all 4 windows because I want to make sure they can see in my truck and they don't question anything. Then they had a bullhorn. I had to get out, pull up my shirt, turn around. I got cuffed back to the car. They had my wife get out, which had trouble walking. She had to crawl over the hump instead of getting out of her door, and they brought her back. And then by about that time, they realized they made a mistake. They were looking for a black guy that was brandishing a gun, supposedly in a vehicle like mine, supposedly in the area that I just came from. But it wasn't me. They had made a mistake. I just shut up and didn't say nothing until they figured it out. And when I got out of my vehicle, I had dropped my cell phone. I had sitting on my lap, and my wife asked me later, "Why didn't you pick up your cell phone?" I go, "You fucking crazy? I'm not picking anything up. You do what you're told and don't move." I had guns drawn on me.
Hey,
I'm not
I
gonna say
totally
a word.
agree. You know, every time I was stopped, doesn't matter in America, you know, here in England, you know, I always cooperate. I always be polite. I always say yes, sir, no, sir, and you know, and may I speak freely, sir, or you know, I ask before I like speak, you know, or whatever, you know. But
You would be
it is
surprised.
to be polite.
You would be surprised how many times you would get away with just a warning if all you did was be nice, admit what you did, don't be an a-hole. And I wrote many a warnings, many a warnings, just because the person was nice, admitted, you know, said, "Hey, I'm sorry, I screwed up, blah, 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 whatever," or had a good excuse. I remember this one time, this lady, man, she was hauling ass. And I went and pulled her over, and she's sticking her arm out the window, and you know, and I'm like, pull over. She pulled over. She had a kid in the car. The kid was sick.
Wow.
And she was trying to make it to the hospital. I jumped back in my car. Me and my partner said, "Follow us." Man, took her all the way to escorted her to the hospital.
Yeah, something like this happened to me. My dog, I had a Chihuahuas, you guys know, and she was pregnant at that time. Was like probably around 14 years ago, maybe a little bit shorter than that. But one of the babies was stuck on the birth canal, and I couldn't get it out. It was so tight, and I was afraid I'm gonna tear her, you know. And so I immediately went in the taxi, and the taxi was actually we drove right next to a police officer, and we asked him where the veterinarian is, you know, because I went to a special one, and he's basically said, "Yeah, I know where it is. Follow me." And he put his blue lights on, and he basically said, "Follow me," you know. And we literally went across red lights and everything.
Jerry,
you know, it's
I'm sitting right in front of it. Like that video you did where you said it's loud.
Yeah.
Why is mine not loud?
Maybe I don't know. Maybe it was a print I was doing. I don't know.
Huh.
But
Anyways.
I noticed it from another room, and it was high pitch.
Yeah, Sergio.
But then, since I replaced the fan underneath it with the one from TH3D, it knocked it down about 4 decibels based on the app I had on my phone, and it got rid of that high pitch. So now when it's sitting there idle, it doesn't bother me. I can barely hear it when it's sitting there idle, not running. But when it's printing, my blower fans are loud.
Yeah, this is nothing. Sergio, anyways, I got a funny one. Back when I was young and dumb, and anyways, something really stupid. I think I was probably had a few beers in me. Anyways, in my hometown, I'm looking at this canine unit across the street on a Friday night in my hometown of Linwood, which is right next to Compton and Long Beach, and all those nice cities. Anyways, so what do? Oh, stupid here. What do you think that canine unit did when I did that across the street?
Tell me.
The guy got in his squad car, came around, and he took care of me. I mean, he didn't arrest me or anything, but man, did he chastise my ass for harassing his canine.
Well, that time we got pulled over at gunpoint, and that's the only time it's ever happened. I drank a beer right before I left the house. I downed it because we were going out to eat at Chili's, and I didn't want to have to buy alcohol there, so I drank a beer before I left. Of course, I wouldn't have blown dirty, but I'm sure they could smell it on my breath.
Yeah.
Well, hey guys, I got to head off. My mic's about dead.
Have a great day, Zach. Thank you for stopping in, my friend.
Good.
Take care.
Yep. You guys have fun. Stay safe. Stay crazy.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a raid here shortly. I've been
Yeah.
been streaming for 3 hours.
Nice seeing everybody who came and watched us. And
Hey, any of you guys with the bamboos, have you tried that smooth PEI yet?
no, I want to, but not yet.
I just got one. So
mine came from China,
It's
and
nice.
it's
No,
multicolored.
this one I got from bamboo.
Okay.
This one came from bamboo.
All right. The one I got from China works great, but I put nanopolymer on everything.
So I'm gonna try it and see.
No, it looks smooth. Nice.
Nice.
I have had a smooth one on mine, but I don't know if it's that same one.
This
And
is
it's fine.
textured.
Well, we'll see how this works out. Because sometimes you just. I mean, I have the other one, not the smooth, but the textured, and sometimes you don't want that on the bottom of your print, so
right.
Gotta have smooth. And I don't like using the cold plate. I don't.
Yeah.
I switched mine out for the TH3D plate.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, it works okay, but it's just that you gotta put something down on it, some glue, blah blah blah. And
yeah,
just a pain.
All right.
Well, the one from Sobol seems to stick fine, but with any printer, because I don't want to lose a print and have to redo something, I put nanopolymer adhesive or glue stick once in a blue moon on everything. That way I'm ensured that nothing will go wrong, and there's no way it's going to lose that adhesion.
Yeah, I've got the nano. I haven't used it yet. I haven't had to use it yet, so hopefully we'll see.
All right. Well, I thank everybody watching on Twitch. I'm going to raid out the Maker Deck, and we're going to start that raid now, and let it go here in just a second. And we will all be back, or most of us, I hope, if not all of us, next Saturday, 12 p.m. Pacific, same time, same bat channel. Check out the Olympics. A lot of great stuff going on there. And in 3 hours, I'll be on with the Laser guys, Laser Makers Realm, LA Hobby Guy, Jeremy, HCL Customs, and you can find me there in 3 hours. I don't think I'll be doing anything other than hanging out with them. I don't have any clothing to engrave. But here goes the raid right now on Twitch. Everybody have an awesome day. I thank you. Thank you very much for the donations, subscribes, likes.
Take care, everyone. Join us next week, please.
Take care,
Same
everybody.
time.
Have an awesome weekend.